mind being called as smart as Trump. Gosh, does he use? He's the new poker player when it comes to tariffs, isn't he? Holy crap!
Boy, did you see how he handled Colombia?
Oh
wow.
my God! Did they like turn? Did they turn or what? Anyway, by the way, guys,
man,
we are
they
streaming
ran
now.
and hid.
I apologize for everyone. We are streaming now. No panics. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. That was my bad. And Mark, you're right, man. Holy crap. It was
It was instant. He's like 25%. We're going to kill all your visas. You're not going to be able to travel. We're going to screw with your embassy. And that's right now. Yeah. Next week, we're going to do more.
Anyway, let's go to the phones as we always
do. You kind of forget really quick. People do forget how powerful we are as a nation. Everybody else depends on us. We have all the power right here in the good old USA.
We have all the consumers. I mean, we have most of the consuming public, basically, even though other countries have billions of people.
Do you know how many overseas bases we have, Tom?
How many?
About 800.
Really? Wow. By the way, today I have Water Pros with me, and he seemed a little pensive, a little pissed off, and he says, Tom, here's what he said to me. Do you know how, you get upset when just the same scams happen over and over, and people are, getting ripped? He said, I'm kind of like that. I'm just sick and tired of it. And what he's sick and tired of are forever chemicals in water. And we're going to talk about that coming up. But I think I summed that up, Paul, if you had to say yes or no.
Right? Absolutely correct.
You're pissed off.
It's been going on for 50 years, and it's been one of the biggest cover-ups in society today.
I know. You know what? It's funny how we pay so much attention, like I said, to eating organic stuff and now cage-free chickens and beef and no antibiotics, and that's all good. But then we ignore water. Hey, Tim, what's going on in your life, Tim? Let me get right to the callers as usual. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Major Marc Mager at the mothership, along with Deputy Doc. I heard, who else is in? What other deputies are there?
Both
nope. I'm at home, brother.
Oh, you are?
I'm
okay.
here,
Well,
Tom.
somebody turn on a camera and we'll bring other people in. Mark, if you want to turn on the camera. Anyway, so Tim, what's going on with Home Depot?
Well, good morning, Tom.
Hey.
Been listening to you for 45 years, and the
Thank
first
you.
time I've called, so
Thank you.
it's not too bad.
I hope you can listen another 45. We'll see.
You and me both. Hey, so I've got a nightmare going on. I purchased a Traeger at Home Depot on December 4th. I canceled the order because I found a better deal on the 5th. No big deal. It was all online. I canceled it. A little bit of a nightmare on the delivery stuff, but
Yeah.
all said and done, and I'll let you ask me the questions.
I get you. You ordered and canceled.
PayPal,
So
I
when was it
purchased it.
canceled?
It was canceled the next day, 12/5.
Okay. So what's going on, man?
And so, everything was delivered, all fine and dandy. They could not cancel it. It had to be delivered. Once it was delivered, then they had to set up a pickup. That was another 20-day nightmare. No biggie. Okay, I got mad and all.
Oh wait, so
done,
you did
they
take delivery.
finally
You did take delivery.
I had. Yeah, I was forced to take delivery because it was all in motion, but that didn't happen until about the 10th.
Oh, so
So
it didn't even come
finally,
until
then the-
12:10.
Right. And then they came and picked it up finally on the 30th of December, and that's when the refund was initiated. Well, because they initiated the refund, PayPal never did get the refund. I called PayPal. They said, well, that's Home Depot. They've got to give you the refund. I called Home Depot. They said, we issued that refund. I said,
Now
"Well, do
you
have a
paid
receipt?"
through PayPal
Yes, sir.
and so normally
And,
the way it works If you pay through PayPal, they refund through PayPal normally.
Yep,
So what went wrong, man?
that's correct. But it just all went wrong. I can't get my money back.
Here's what I
There's
want to
like
know. This is important.
$1,680.
This is important. Does Home Depot say that you are entitled to a refund? That's the first thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've got a money trail that
Listen,
they
I don't
gave
care
me,
about that.
a
One
receipt.
question. They acknowledge you're due a refund, so that's good. Number two, do they acknowledge that they sent a refund through PayPal?
Yes.
They sent a refund to your PayPal account.
Yes.
Now, if you go in and check your PayPal account,
I'm sorry, Tom. Okay, I'll pause right there. They acknowledged to me they sent it. They gave me paper that they sent it, and that's all I've got. And PayPal saying we don't have nothing.
did they say they sent it to your PayPal account?
Yes,
Okay.
they did. They said they sent it.
Okay. To PayPal.
So I created.
I'm going to ask again, Tim.
Yeah.
They specifically said they sent the refund to your PayPal account.
Correct.
But your PayPal account is not showing a credit.
Correct.
Okay. Now, PayPal says what?
So PayPal is only showing the transaction.
Got it.
And so I submitted a dispute.
It shows the
dispute
payment,
went
but not the
through.
refund.
Right. And so they declined it. I escalated and I said, no.
Okay.
You guys are saying it's a great transaction. That's fine and dandy, but I need my refund. And they're
Okay.
like, nope. So then I called Home Depot back on Friday, and I'm like, I don't understand. I go,
But
did they
before you
call
go on,
You keep
here's
notes,
what I want to
keep
know.
track?
Is PayPal normally with a friendly transaction where a credit or refund is issued, they don't dispute the charge. But before I understand why you did it, here's my question. Does PayPal say they've got nothing from Home Depot?
That's correct. That's
Okay.
what they say.
All right.
And so when I initiated my dispute, they said they got a hold of Home Depot. I called Home Depot, and they said we don't have no record of PayPal even contacting us.
How do you fund your PayPal account?
Well, there's two ways. You can fund it through your credit card, you can fund it through your bank account, or you can fund it through PayPal credit.
How did
And
you
that's
fund
what
it?
this was funded for the 6 months through PayPal credit.
Okay. So PayPal credit shows you owe how much?
$1,684, $1,684.
Okay. Do you have anyone you can talk to at PayPal?
No, it's a different. It seems like it's an offshore, and so I get somebody different each time.
Yeah, nobody's listening to you.
And that's the other way is.
Here's where I believe
the
mistake is. Here is where I believe the mistake is with Home Depot. These people do not know how to credit PayPal. I'll guarantee it. Because PayPal would have no reason not to just wipe it out. They would have no reason. They don't care. Now, PayPal is a wrinkle I don't like. PayPal sucks. PayPal, what was supposed to make payments better, is the worst. It adds another layer of red tape. It is the worst. It is. But I don't believe Home Depot issued a credit properly. You said they sent you a bunch of stuff. What did they send you?
They just sent me a receipt that shows and I should have prefaced by saying in that first transaction that I did, it was the grill and a cover. The cover was at the store. They refunded that right away. I've got that receipt. It shows that the $151. But then because it's the order of a off-site order of the grill, that's what's in hiccup right now. So they sent me that paper trail. I see it. You can view it on the receipt, and then right there they've got refund, PayPal, and that's it, and then a transaction ID. PayPal does not.
So if you give that transaction ID to PayPal, what do they say?
I gave it to them. I inserted it, where you create that appeal, and they still denied it. They said the transaction looked good.
It was
and
good. It was
one
good. Disputing is not the way to go. Hold on a second. I'll have some.
No, I'm saying on the refund one, where you have something showing they refunded it to PayPal, did you give them that transaction number?
Yes, sir.
And what'd they say?
And they said, we don't have that.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. I have some ideas. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, does market valuations of your home to tell you what it will sell for, what you will net, what you can buy, what the neighborhood's like, the comps, what your competition is, supply and demand, and interest rates, all factors. And it's a complimentary service from the one and only Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
888. Well, let's talk to Joe Cano first. Joe is hell-bent on telling people about security in retirement. He's tired of seeing people run out of money or make risky investments as they get older. So January 30th, just a few days from now, 6:30, the Even Hotel at DTC. Don't worry, we'll give you how to find out about this. He's going to have a special event. Joe, take it away.
That is right, Tom. We're going to be actually showing a private showing of a movie called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. And you have watched it before. So you can attest that it is a phenomenal movie. It's an educational movie. We have, government officials from Medicare, Social Security. We have Nobel Prize winners on the movie that talk about the economy and what people should be doing today to get ready not to run out of money during retirement. And by the way, that fear of running out of money, Tom, is greater than the fear of death. There was a study done on that. So people don't want to run out of money at retirement. And what we do, we take a simple approach to financial planning. We have only two products that offer guarantees and bonuses to get started, like the Guaranteed Pension Account. People will get a 15% bonus, and they guarantee that they will never run out of income during their retirement. In addition to that, we have long-term care included on the same guaranteed pension account that we have. So people can finally have what I call certainty in financial planning and peace of mind during retirement. And this is really what people need and want today.
Okay, and I want to tell them how they can find out more. And that is at mymoneymyway.com, mymoneymyway.com. Or you can call them at 303-779. Now, by the way, 6600, 303-779-6600. And Joe, I think that people, one thing is for sure, they will be educated. 303-779-6600. Now, speaking of investments, as I said, there are different investments for different times of your life. Vistara Turnkey is a real estate investment strategy. Now, let me explain this. It's not a security. They don't pool your money with other people. Barry Miller and his team, he's an esteemed real estate broker with a wonderful history. He invented the buyer broker. He helps you get into real estate in promising markets with high equity, high rental returns. He gets people 30 to 80% returns in 1 or 2 years because he tells you when to buy, where to buy, how to buy, then instructs you when to sell. He takes care of all of it for you, including management companies. They don't charge extra for that. Vestera just turns you over to a really good management company, and you become a landlord without the conventional risks and hassles. Find out more at this website, mybiggestreturn.com. Mybiggestreturn.com, 303-888-3788.
Okay. You okay, Tom?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you, bro?
Well, I have a clock in front of me, so I just worried about you.
Okay. Thank you for your subtle piece of crap attitude. I'm going to come down there and I'm going to kick your ass. No, not really.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have you here.
How many times have I told you that?
I'm going to video it, Tom.
Yeah, it's all right. No, we just look to your leadership to help steady the.
What did you say, Doc?
I'm going to videotape the fight between you and Shannon.
Well,
And I'm gonna put it
hold
on
on.
YouTube.
You got to use high speed shutter because it'll be fast.
Yeah, because he'll knock you out in about 2 seconds.
He will. Holy crap!
I'm not
Holy, ye of little faith.
I'm not a fighter.
Neither
I
am
did, however, bust a guy's spleen once by falling on him, so I could do that again.
Can you ask him if he
He can hear
assigned a
you.
deputy?
He can hear you if you want to talk into the mic.
Oh,
You know how you show the deputies how to talk into the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Oh, I wasn't talking into the mic.
No, Kelly.
no, he's just
Well,
giving me
here
shit.
Kelly's got one problem, and I can sum it up in 3 words. Mimosa.
That's 3 syllables, not 3 words.
Boot turner wrist.
Again, 3 syllables, not 3 words.
Kelly is fabulous. That's my 3 words.
I was just wondering if we were passing Tim on to a deputy.
Well, I don't know what to do, guys. What suggestions do we have? I was going to come back. Mark has
I think we should. I think we should totally give this to Dimitri. This is right up his alley.
Ooh.
Yeah, everybody says that when it's
Hey,
a
Tom?
complicated one. Yeah.
Tom, one quick thing. Just have him double check that the numbers are correct, that there wasn't just a simple clerical error.
What does that mean, Doc? What do you mean a clerical error?
Well, the first transaction went through, right? And
I mean,
there should be a transaction
the first
number.
refund went through.
Right. So maybe there was a transposition of 2 numbers. Just have them very simple. Just check to make sure that it's the same number, that there wasn't a mistake.
Yeah, that could be. But they're usually done electronically.
Here we go.
630 KHOW.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Does anyone have any ideas? By the way, you can always text me. You know I have an exclusive text line that comes right to my cell phone, 747-999-5280, 747-999-5280. You can text me there about anything about the show, any consumer problem, any personal problems you're having, that you need input, and my financial advisement firm. If you have questions about that or need help or want to talk to me about that, we can do that. So it's really an all-purpose text line, 747-999-5280. Mark, what suggestions, man, do you have for this PayPal? I think it's Home Depot's problem, but I'm not positive. I just think it is. Now, the first refund went through for that partial refund when he returned something, but the second one didn't. Do you have any ideas, Mark?
Well, how long does it take for them to receive that item back? First of all, I don't know how the time frame works. So they came out, they picked it up, they receive it. Then I assume at that point they go ahead and issue the refund, and then from that point, from what I can find, it can take anywhere from 1 to 7 days. So what is the time frame of when they picked it up?
Do you guys have something to say?
Yeah, I think Mark's got a really good point. They're going to process the refund. I mean, they're going to process the return, look to see if anything is missing. But what I would do, the first thing I would do, and if you assign this case to me, my first step would be to actually call the store manager that the nearest Home Depot. Actually, I think our caller should show up over there with all his paperwork and say, look, this can't be the first time you've heard of a problem like that. What do you typically do? You guys got it back. Here's the receiving report. Here's the acknowledgement that I'm due a refund. Where is it? Can you help me out with this? That manager probably deals with this all the time.
Okay. I like his idea, but I'd reach out to the district office, not a store manager.
Yeah, that's a really good way to escalate.
Let's have Deputy D help you out, bro. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good because this is an online, so it has nothing to do with the store, which was my son lives down in the Springs, in which I ordered.
So online, so there is no
first
particular
refund came
store.
right away. That's right, and I'm like I said, you always say follow the money.
Yeah.
Right? And I got the trail, and I see once they picked it up, that was kind of infuriating on how long it took them to pick it up. But on December 30th, when they picked it up, that refund was initiated. I'm looking at their money trail in front of me at 1:03 p.m. It says refund. It's got looks like what would be my account and a transaction number and minus the 168203.
Okay, from what I'm seeing from what I'm seeing with PayPal, listen, with PayPal credit, here's what I'm seeing. That the timeline normally for a refund is 5 to 10 days for normal refunds to show up. But when you add on top of that you basically got a loan from PayPal. So here's what has to happen. The credit has to come on 5 to 10 days. That credit then is sent to the credit department, not to your normal PayPal account. They have to process it and literally cancel what is like a loan, which adds another 20 days. So that would be a month. Now, I'm not saying they're doing it, by the way, and I'm not saying sit tight. We're still going to look into it. But when you have PayPal credit on top of a refund, the refund goes to your PayPal account, which is sent to PayPal credit. PayPal credit cancels that loan. So has it been...
and Traeger, hold on a second, too. I mean, the whole start of this, though, is when Traeger receives that grill back or that smoker back. So I don't know how long it takes for Traeger to say, okay, we got it.
I'm sorry, was I mistaken? He didn't buy a trailer? I thought he said trailer. I'm sorry.
Traeger.
A what?
Traeger grill.
Smoker.
Oh, Traeger. Okay. Well, it does matter. So same thing. I mean, yeah. So, okay. What do you think then? We wait a little? No, we give it to Deputy D. But D, keep in mind, it could be a 30-day process anyway. Yeah. But the thing that bothers me is that they say they don't even see any advice of credit. What were you going to say?
I just wanted to tell you that when I told you I changed my mind, I went to Ace, who, by the way, did really good because I ordered the grill. We received it.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with anything.
Bigger one.
That has nothing to do.
But hold on. I know, sir. But when I canceled that, the refund came through PayPal immediately. That within 5 minutes.
Because you returned it to the store, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, Tim.
Fair enough.
Tim, don't ever call me sir again.
Yeah.
Ma'am?
No, call me Your Highness. Hey, Tim, we're going to put it through to Deputy D. Hold on, all right, bro? Joseph wants to know about collecting a settlement or an issue. Hey, Joseph, I'm going to take you after the break, but I need to know something. What's the settlement we're talking about? Is this something from a lawsuit or what? Just explain the settlement first.
Okay, it was I was in a car accident back in 2021, 22 of December. It had just settled. It had settled 10 months ago, and the settlement was supposed to go to my bad child support.
Wait. And it was settled 10 months ago. Did you have an attorney?
Yes.
And what is your attorney saying the money? Where's the money?
I get a hold of an attorney. Every time I called them, They never returned my call.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight, Joe. You've never seen the money, and they said it was settled 10 months ago.
Nope.
How much money did you have coming? Tell me about the settlement.
22.
What? Did he get disconnected?
Yeah, we got cut off from Joe.
Joe? Bro, did he hang up?
Are you there?
Joe, how much money was the settlement? How much was the settlement?
22.
Okay.
$453 and some change.
So $22,400 basically. Is that the whole settlement or your part of it?
Settlement.
All right, get him. We have to I'm not going to do this. We need to get a better connection. 303-713-8255. I'll talk to him after this if he can talk. I don't know if it's our fault or his, but I can't hear anything he's saying. I know he said something about 22.4. I don't know if that's his share. I don't know if that's the whole settlement. I need to know the whole settlement. What is his share? It's in the attorney's trust account. The attorney can be disbarred. I also want to get John Fuller on to address this as an attorney expert. He has nothing to do with this. 303-713-8255, 888heating.com. Call them for high-efficiency replacements of heating and air. They're great people. I'll tell you a little more about them coming up. But they have the guaranteed lowest prices, 888heating.com.
That was funny.
You mean him or me not knowing that 888 was next? I know.
Well, something happened that you wouldn't be able to know. You were yelling about the poor connection with him, and your Lucy light was cutting out. It was very funny.
My Lucy light.
All right, doing pretty well out here.
It's first of all, it's Lucy Live. It's the upgraded version, and it was not cutting out.
Your Lucy Arnez was
You know
cutting
what?
out.
Okay, we're going to have a cage match. It's not going to be an ordinary studio fight. We're going to actually schedule a cage
15
match.
minutes on your drive time between I-70 and the terminal. With traffic, I'm Jonathan
And we can
Steele.
each bring a helper who
This
can
is
tap.
Lee Habib,
and you can
host
tap
of
him in
Our
when you need him.
American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of Ed Sullivan and the show that bore his name. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
ZeroResDenver.com. You know, I have Paul here today about pure water, right? Well, that's what Zero Res uses. Purified, softened water. It's the best cleaning agent in all of nature. Gosh, dang it, are they good people. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We have a lot going on with Zero Res. We have specials all the time, and they have, I'm telling you, the best stuff for your carpets, bar none, no matter what special they're doing, because it gets your carpets cleaner, better, faster, they dry faster, and there's no residue left behind ever. They are the bomb when it comes to carpet cleaning. And I mean it because I'm telling you, these people know what the heck they're doing. And right now you get 2 rooms cleaned and they'll throw in 2 rooms. Starting at just $109 and then take $75 off duct cleaning. They also do tile and grout and other cleaning. So buy 2, get 2, 303-471-5150, 303-471-5150, ZeroResDenver.com. Now, I was telling you about 888heating.com with the best prices ever on these high efficiencies. And they just say, put us to the test. You know, you won't get the same equipment, the same efficiency for a better price anywhere. 303-770-2776. But you can also let us do a deep clean and evaluation for $45. And we promise you, if you have a good system, let's keep it running. That's 303-770-2776.
Hello.
Cage match.
Wait.
Dick cage match. You sis.
Who would win
So I'm getting John
a
Fuller?
cage
Yes,
match
you are getting John Fuller.
between me and Shannon? Okay, I didn't do a poll. I just asked my morons.
My money's on Shannon.
Hey,
what?
Bo.
A cage match.
Oh,
yeah.
Bo, what the
you
hell
got?
are you talking about? You never saw me get wild.
Verbally, you're wild, but I've never seen you physically wild.
Ah,
But you're a tough old bastard, huh?
Just like
Yeah.
chickens, now you're cage free.
JR, I'm pissed at you, bro. Come on, man. Don't be talking. Why JR say Shannon? He has nothing to go by. It ain't just wait.
You're cutting out right now.
I'm cutting out?
Yep,
Yeah.
it happens.
No, seriously?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Well, I'm
Kelly,
showing a
back me up.
solid. Okay, you know what?
Oh yeah, no, you will. I just want you to know that it happens. When it happens, I'll let you know.
Okay.
And
Hey,
there's
Shannon.
almost nothing you can do about it.
All kidding
Yeah.
aside, though. All kidding aside, what
Yeah.
usually causes that? Is
Yeah.
that just the broadband itself?
You know, there could be a component of this that is peaking. I mean, if you want to bring the master volume down just a hair, that wouldn't hurt.
Okay,
But
the master.
otherwise,
Okay, got
there
it,
is
got it.
almost-
Now, on the Lucy, the
There's
master
almost
volume.
nothing you can do because it just does.
Which one is the master volume on Lucy here? Is it
I think
the left or
there's
right?
Some sort of microphone icon on
Yes,
the right.
got it. I'm going to bring that down just a hair.
Just one click.
Okay, I brought it down.
I think you're getting fuller for the guy we just talked to.
All right, good. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Joseph?
Testing.
Yep.
I think
Okay.
there was some
We
clipping.
have an issue with collecting a possible
Yeah,
settlement.
that could be it. It
I
could
didn't
just
hear the call because
oh.
I was on the.
Let me take Kelly out of queue. That could be it. It happens with this. No matter what, there's always trouble with whatever. But I missed ISDN, dude.
What did I do?
You're doing great. I said there's always trouble with digital.
Okay, the poll is up. Would Shannon win a cage match? No. Hey,
You
good.
need to tell me to get the-
Wait. What the hell is going on with you people? I am going to shut down this feed if I don't win this one.
You don't need to tell me
They
to get
always,
my poll up.
you know what? They always vote against me. Always. Now, would Shannon win a cage match fight between him and Tom?
Well, that happens to dictators. People vote against you. Just relax. I'm wary. Well, part of what gives me an edge in a fight is that I am a psychopath. So that's.
Would you bite and pull hair?
Oh yeah.
Oh God! Without even being asked, you better learn a safety word.
My safety word is I'm sorry.
Pumpkin.
I'm sorry for knocking you out.
My safety word is I'm packing. Stand by.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, let's talk. Now, I have John Fuller as my expert here. He's actually our accident expert. He really is, and has been that for years. Also, one of the few you can talk to before you hire him and ask him about accidents and stuff. And then after you hire him, you get his cell phone number you can call or text. John Fuller, Joseph is telling us that his accident was settled 10 months ago. And Joseph, come on up again. And here's the problem. So 10 months ago, you signed all the settlements. What was the total settlement and how much was your share?
The total settlement was $40,000, and my share was $22,453.
Okay. So basically 40,000 and then your share. And obviously there were probably some expenses or whatever. But does that sound, first of all, John Fuller, that doesn't sound out of whack, does it, or does it?
No, it's possible. It sounds like he has an attorney involved.
Yeah. So now here's what he says.
Yes.
Here's what he says.
Okay.
Since that settlement, he's not heard anything. That money was supposed to be sent to for his back child support. And you know, Joseph, that they did not get that. Is that correct?
Correct. I just got off the phone with them this morning.
And you're talking about them, meaning the registry it was going through, or was it going
Child
through
support,
your wife
yes.
directly?
Yes. No, child support registry.
Okay, now, just so you
Is
know.
the child support registry here in Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado child support.
Okay. So there's a number of issues here, Tom, that could be going on. And I don't know the caller, and I don't know the caller's attorney. But just speaking generically about cases like this, we have certain parties out there that have a priority over settlement proceeds. One of them is always going to be child support enforcement. Many times it's in different states and we have to deal with them. Sometimes it's here in Colorado. Sometimes we're able to negotiate with them depending on the circumstances and the time frames and all that stuff. And it's a very, very, very slow process. Other times we have more of your statutory type bodies like Medicare and Medicaid that also have a right to get paid back out of the proceeds of the settlement. And any competent attorney is going to work diligently to get every loose end tied up before they actually distribute that money and call it a done deal. I can only assume that the process of negotiating and dealing with all of these liens and statutory and, other people that are entitled to have their interests concerned or considered and protected are what's taking all this time to get this case worked out and finally distributed.
Now,
does that sound like it makes sense to you?
Of course, total sense.
Yeah,
I want to ask a few questions to Joe first. Joe, just wait. Do you have a Joe, do you have a judgment against you from the child support registry or from your wife, ex-wife?
I think it is. I'm not sure.
How much is the total? How much is the total bill owed for past?
31,000.
Oh, this will make a good dent in that.
So,
have you been keeping current with the
you're
current
not gonna
one?
Have enough to...
Have you been keeping current with the current one, Joseph?
Trying, yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've been trying.
I'm sorry, John. Go ahead, John. What were you going to say?
Yeah, so just that amount alone tells me exactly what's going on. There's not enough money in the settlement to pay off the child support lien, so probably what's happening is they're trying to negotiate to allow some of the settlement proceeds to go to your caller and some to go to the child support enforcement. It's not really relevant whether there's been an actual judgment rendered on this, Tom. It's a statutory lien. They have a stronger position than even a judgment when it comes to money going to this gentleman, be it money from tax returns or any other source. It's like a UCC filing. Good. That is a perfected interest.
So, but let me ask you, it sounds to me from what Joe is saying, though, that there was no negotiating. He already relinquished it and agreed to relinquish it. Now, that's what I heard. Or, Joseph, could your attorney be negotiating?
No, they told me that it was going to my child support, and I said, fine, I'm good with that and everything. But for 10 months now, child support hasn't seen that money. Every time I call the attorney to see what's going on with it, they never return my phone call.
Okay, that's bad. But, Joseph, another quick question.
Okay.
Did the child support registry or the mother of your children, did they put a lien on the lawsuit?
No.
They don't have to.
Okay, no, I understand, John. I'm just curious as to why it's in limbo. Go ahead, John.
It doesn't matter. There's no such thing as a lien. It's still going to be there.
Yeah, I understand that, but sometimes in divorces, people get crazy. I just wanted to know if there was anything that could be hanging it up. John, I want to ask you something. This attorney's not returning his freaking call. That alone bothers me.
It bothers me as well. And I would like to know, not on the air, who this attorney is, because, there are circumstances that would help explain that. But I would start communicating in writing. I would send a certified letter stating I demand an accounting of my case immediately and send it to the law firm and get a return receipt and everything else, or just show up and knock on the front door and see what's going on. You are always entitled. And if none of those efforts really accomplish anything, call attorney regulation. They have an entire staff that's out there to deal with consumer problems. And I promise you, if your call's not getting returned, their call will. And so that, those 2 or 3 different ways.
John, what is the name of that? What is the name? Is that the Supreme Court Oversight Committee you're talking about?
Yep. Colorado Supreme Court Attorney Regulation Department, Office of Attorney Regulation.
Okay, so my question is, This is not here in Colorado. My accident wasn't here in Colorado.
Okay,
it was
and
when I was living
that's
in
burying
Texas.
the lead. Where was it? Where is it? Where
Okay.
was it?
It was in Weatherford, Texas.
Okay.
So I think the attorney's office was in Fort Worth.
Okay. Well, there's also a similar office in Texas, and if you want to, I tell you what, if you want to call my office, I'll look up the number for you and give it to you. They can give you my office number off the air, and I'll be happy to look it up for you and see if I can't give you some guidance. But absent, and that probably explains it. They're sitting here dealing with an out-of-state child support lien. And there's probably a whole lot going on in terms of negotiating and dealing with that. But you're absolutely entitled to an answer, and attorney regulation will help you get that answer. And I'd be happy to help you find the right number.
Now, here's John Fuller. Here's John Fuller.
No problem.
Here's John Fuller's number, 303-597-4500. And Kachina, just get his number so he knows, John will know who's calling. Although anybody can always call John for basically any kinds of questions regarding your accidents. So that's 303-597-4500. More coming right up.
Very nice, and it sounds a little better. Thank you for that.
No, thanks
Now,
for telling me that.
Impact Traffic.
This report
We can
is
postpone
sponsored
that
by the
case,
47 Morning Update.
All right, doing pretty well out here.
All right, well, we can still.
On Santa Fe northbound at
I don't like my
470
morons.
has traffic tied up just a little bit. Getting word there may be an accident.
Come on,
They're
man.
always going to vote against you.
Do you guys want to look
I-25 looks
first
good, though.
before you
Downtown
make
at the
that
Tech
vote?
Center, about 10 minutes. 225 through Aurora, about 10 minutes on your commute, and Penya's wide
I'll
open
show
to
those
and from
guys.
the airport. 15 minutes on
Do I need to post a boudoir photo?
I'm going to
Terminal.
post one.
With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
If you voted for Donald Trump, then you've got to start your day with the 47 Morning Update with me, Ben Ferguson. All the headlines from Trump's Oval Office. It's quick, it's bold, and it's unfiltered. So download the 47 Morning Update now wherever you get your podcasts.
Gravina Windows, that's singular, GravinaWindows.com. That's the original Gravinas, 950 West Evans. Now, what happened was Larry worked with his dad in the 70s, started his own firm in the 80s, windows, doors, and siding and everything for your house. And then his son Nick is taking over. They're great people. The original Gravinas, 950 West Evans, 50 lines of windows. Not one, 50. They have one for you. Multiple lines of siding and everything else you need. Plus, the heritage other companies wish they had. 303-472-8462. 303-472-8462. GravinaWindows.com. Hey, Joseph A. Lazzara, or you can just call him Joe Lazzara, Lazzara. You can find him at referralist.com. Joe Lazzara does free initial consultations on all accusations, crimes, charges, DUIs, because you're going to need help. And don't shop under pressure for an attorney. I've done the shopping for you. Put the name away. I hope you never need it, but it's LazzaraLegal.com. 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200. Free initial consultations and then flat rate pricing so you're never nickeled and dimed. 303-429-6200.
Very kind.
Okay, Paul. I'm getting a lot of freaking texts. So, no,
He's got that new. He's got that new system, man, with the gets rid of all the plastic.
No.
Hold on, let me turn your mic on. There you go, brother.
It's the KDF and activated carbon.
It's the KDF 75 Super Superior B.
What?
That's it.
You heard me, Shannon. Now, what do they do with those filters? What do they do with all those forever chemicals when you swap out? Where do they go?
We throw them in the water supply.
Yeah, see, that's a great.
So
That's
we
what
can
I'm
make
saying.
more money on them.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, that's a great question, Mark. There's no thought process. They go back in the landfill.
What? Come on.
Honest to God.
Exactly.
They go back
And then the water runs off.
and over them again. Yeah. This has been going on for 50 years. You know there's farmland that's contaminated with this stuff? We're eating it in our food. True story. When the research...
Okay.
I love when people leave messages with no phone number. It's just mind-boggling.
That happens.
Oh, it happens all the time.
And I can always tell when people are super fucking old.
Oh, really? They host a show?
No, no, sir. They have an AOL email address.
Yeah.
You've got mail.
Mark, I have AOL, and I'm not old, damn it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm young. And I
Yep. Hey, Dimitri.
There you go, brother.
Hi, Mark. I'm here.
Hey, what'd you find out with that one from our referral list? American, what is it? American
Restoration
thank you.
24/7. Rock.
I don't recall.
Are you working?
No,
I think
that's
I'm
not
working.
one of my...
I'm working on that one.
Oh, Bo, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bo. What'd you find out?
Well, American Restoration. Apparently, the caller is holding Rock's check.
Yeah, I know. They haven't paid him a nickel.
So she sent me I had to print off 20 pages of the work done, and I was planning on trying to go over there and look at it. So I did email American Restoration 24/7, and I emailed Rock to just call me because I would like to get his side of the story, and he hasn't called me back. I was going to try to call this afternoon.
Yeah, call him again. Call his cell phone.
Do you have a cell phone?
Kelly will have it.
All right, I'll get it because I do want to get it resolved. I see both sides of it.
Both sides? My God, he hasn't got paid a nickel.
Let me just say
but
this.
he hasn't finished the job either.
Do you think American Restoration is in the wrong at all?
No.
Well, I'm
they
asking.
did
Wait,
some-
but
they
didn't
did the
Bo?
work.
Isn't Bo the one that was looking? Who was looking into it?
I'm looking into it. She claims the work was never finished, but then she's withholding his check. And I see Rock's side of it. He probably doesn't want to go over there and finish it till he's assured that money from the $17,000.
I think he's 100% finished.
Well, that's why I want to go over to the property and look at it myself, but I wanted to talk to Rock first. So if I can get a cell phone, and I did try to make contact with him last week.
Yep. Unless it somehow turned into a hookup deal, that'd be fine. There's no way it's not. Somebody put a pineapple in their profile. Just bang, pal. Neither do I.
How.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I got a lot of texts. Since we're toward the top of the hour here, let me just ask Paul some questions real quick. Paul, I'm going to put you on camera. Don't pick your nose. Anyway, truly, we have a lot. Somebody, let me just go to what I feel are some of the basics. Where do PFAs or PFAS, what are they? Where do they come from?
Forever chemicals. They were forever chemicals that were used to make Teflon or Scotchgard.
Is it that totally? Just that?
Yeah, anything that was used as a water resistant, water repellent.
But well, did they just dump the? Are we still producing new PFAS?
We're still producing new PFAS. They have up to this year to stop. But what's happened is that
so wait, when they manufacture plastic, is it the plastic that leaches from the product, or is it the manufacturing process? I'm not clear on it.
So it was dumped. So a lot of the chemicals were buried underground and leached, and it went into waterways.
Like plastic bottles and stuff.
Plastic bottles, but the actual chemical PFAS chemical.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then what happened is the manufacturers dumped the PFAS chemicals down the drain, and it contaminated wastewater treatment plants. So then the biosolids, right, that come from waste treatment plants went over, spread over the farmland. So we got contamination of farm ground, the animals.
And then it got in the water cycle and literally is in rain.
Well, exactly. It's all over the world. And then you have other nations like China and India that don't care. And so, PFAS has traveled, globally through rainwater.
Wow. So, okay. One other quick question. They hear me talk about...
and it's in our food, Tom.
It's in our food.
It's in our food. It doesn't matter what you eat.
Can we ever really get rid of them?
No, let me give you an analogy.
We can't.
When they first started, they talked about 1 part per billion. And 1 part per billion meant Olympic-sized swimming pool, 1 drop of the contaminant, that's 1 part per billion. Now they've got it down. They wanted to get it down to less than 4 parts per trillion. Now they're saying...
They want to get it down, but is it possible?
As of right now, there's theories, but it's not possible, and that's
what does your system do for PFAS?
So we remove the PFAS because we use a multimedia. We use KDF55 and activated carbon.
But I want to make this clear. The PFAS removal is not reverse osmosis.
Correct.
2 separate processes.
Correct.
So reverse osmosis gives you healthy water, but it does not remove PFAS?
Yes, it does. It removes PFAS.
It does.
Right. Reverse osmosis.
But you can't do that for the whole house.
Correct.
Okay, so you do get it for the drinking water, but not the whole house. It would be cost prohibitive. We'll talk about this coming back.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm going back to the shot that counts me. Just kidding, guys. All right.
B12?
Maybe if I had a ski mask, total. Maybe I'd do the whole ski mask, brother. Okay, I'm gonna post some muscle pictures. No, I'm not. Well, actually, I am. But wait till you see them. They're wonderful. All right.
Whose muscles?
Yeah, that's
what specific muscle?
That was the damn it. He took it right out. He guessed me. You bastard.
Took the church right out of my mouth.
I don't know why Mark's getting clever lately. I don't know what the hell's going on, but.
Oh, please. My middle name's Clever.
Suze is rubbing off on him, and I don't mean like that.
Suze is rubbing what?
Huh?
Is rubbing. Oh, never mind. Guys, I hate to show you.
And
this,
the Eagles kicked ass yesterday.
Oh, Paul is so pissed at somebody. Hold on, Paul. Let me turn your mic on. You're going to be talking to Dimitri. I'll keep them all on.
The Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator has got to be the stupidest person alive. 4th and 5, you knew they were going to blitz. You knew they're going to send everybody, and you call a pass for him to drop back. What? It's just.
Hey, Mark.
Well, come on, man. The game was great, though. I mean, did you really think KC would lose?
I was hoping so.
Yes.
I'm all
over
that.
Okay. They've only won. This will be 3 in a row.
I know, but who likes
you guys? I bet Kelly.
Wait a minute. So how many times?
I bet neither of you liked Brady either, did you?
I love Brady.
What?
I love him.
I hated Tom Brady.
Brady.
I bet neither. I bet Paul or Kelly didn't like Brady or the Patriots.
Correct.
No.
That's right.
Yeah, of course you didn't.
That's right.
You don't like winners.
Hold on.
Guys, I hate to.
Where is Suzanne for a second?
Yes.
Is Suzanne there?
She's in the other room.
Can I talk to her for a quick sec?
No.
Yeah. Kelly needs to talk to you.
Not on company time.
We don't want to talk to her.
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. People, get together now.
Hello.
Okay. This is going to make people feel bad.
Hi.
But I'm going to do it. I don't care.
Hey, Dragon's having his 2nd grandson. Can I get him something from all of us?
What?
Mark?
What the hell are you talking about?
why
We don't
would-
do any charity.
Right. Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking?
What about me?
Yeah. What are you thinking, baby?
I'm your only charity.
What do
Does
you
the
think?
kid drink?
Not yet.
Now listen, man. This is going to make a lot of people feel bad, but I got to do it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm
Oh, boy.
going to post pictures of me at the gym. Right?
Yeah, I bet.
Now, don't you dare. Okay, guys, there I am. There I am, guys. My YouTube people can see it only. My YouTube people.
It's not showing up.
It will. I just posted it. Don't feel bad, guys. You got to work at this. Now, let me.
My gosh.
I'm sorry, guys. It's By the way, I tanned a little at the bottom, and never mind. So it's look at the YouTube feed right now, and then stop that ridiculous poll after they see this. My tanning bed's a little off. It doesn't go all the way up. Hey. Re-gift it. Dimitri. Could you do me a huge favor?
You got it. Oh, yeah.
I hate making you do that because, no, I'm serious.
It's, dude.
Do you want anything, bro?
Yeah. I was about to go for more coffee. And a bite of it.
Hey, man. Hey, come on, guys.
Mark, I got a joke. You ready? What's black and white and red all over? The referee's leaving Kansas City.
Why did you just show this? We can show that. I don't care. It is. Everybody's looking at it except you. You got to refresh. All right. So, hey, bro, come on now. You can laugh just a little less. Thank you, Suze. She's the only one that realizes it's real.
No!
Ah.
Oh, heaven help us all.
I know. Isn't that weird? Now, it'll only be 5 seconds, but I'm going to do a real one. 5 seconds only. No, I don't know if I should. It's so ugly.
I would do it. Go ahead.
Okay, 5 seconds. Look at this point in my life, I don't give a shit because I'm going to lose it all anyway. But what do you mean? I'm going to put a real one up.
You know, this is getting smaller and smaller. I mean, the last one you had was...
I know. I'm trying to do better. 5 seconds only. Next break. Totally nude. Hey, where is my cat? I mean, Dolce's cat. I mean, Dimitri's cat.
You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, and I welcome you to the only show show. If it's kind of anywhere, we got a lot to talk about. So let me get to the phones, because phones always take priority on my show. And then I will talk to Paul. We got a lot of texts on PFAS and water. People are finally waking up and realizing. One good thing I did learn, by the way, is that the reverse osmosis system does take out PFAS for the drinking water, and it's at the kitchen sink, and he sells them for under like $1,100, but with the best price anywhere. But here's the bottom line, though. Listen, it would be cost prohibitive to do that for the whole house. So we'll talk about getting it out of your shower and all that stuff, or if it matters, I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about it. Anyway, Francis is next. Hi, Francis. I'm Tom. What's going on, Francis? And I appreciate you holding. What's happening?
Purchased a Toyota Camry 2025.
Okay. Oh, wow. Those
Yeah.
are nice cars.
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice car, as long as it's working.
What?
On January 15th, I went to remotely start the car, tried it 3 times, it wouldn't work. Went out to the car, tried to start it twice, it finally started, and then the dash was black.
Wait.
Nothing
You mean
worked.
all the lights were black?
Yeah.
And it doesn't work all the time.
Everything was... Well, this was just a new thing. It was, it had worked before. There was, I've had a couple of little issues, but no big deal. But, so I thought, it was the liquid crystal, because it's been freezing cold.
Yeah,
So
you thought maybe that
I
was
thought,
the reason.
well,
I
let
get
me
that.
warm the car up. Let me see if it's going to do that. And I drove it for like 8 miles. Of course, I can't see anything that's going on. And I said, okay, it's not doing anything. Go back, look through the book. What did I do wrong? And there's a dimmer switch on the dash lights. That isn't it. I then get on the phone with Colorado Springs Toyota, which is where it was purchased, and spent 2 hours on the phone. They have no idea how to fix it. They told me all kinds of things to try. Nothing worked. They towed it to the nearest Toyota, which is here in Pueblo, and they
Now,
did
wait a minute.
diagnostic
Which
on
is
it.
where did you bought it in Colorado? I mean, in the Springs, right?
Correct. But it has to be towed to the nearest Toyota dealer.
Okay, got it.
It
Go
cannot
ahead.
go back to the dealership.
I got it.
So they did a diagnostic the next day, because it was late in the day when I got it there on the 15th.
Yeah.
They said it was a compo meter, which is basically runs the whole computer system in the dash.
What do they
and
call it?
everything else in the car.
What do they call it?
It's a compo meter. That's what he told me it was called. The issue is they can't pull that part off the shelf. They don't even have it. They have to make the part. It has now been 11 days, I believe.
This is coming up on Lemon Law.
Yeah, this control module is the master of everything.
Yes.
Okay, so they say,
From what I understand.
so right now, if you drive your car, are they saying just drive your car around, we'll call you when we find one, or are they saying you can't drive? What's the situation?
Oh, no. It is sitting in their lot. They have stated to me emphatically, it cannot be moved. It has to stay
Okay.
because
I just want to say something.
it's just
We
not
have
drivable.
had, Mark, I'm lying or I'm dying. It is how many times, Mark? Come on, we've heard this.
Well,
over-
a ton of stuff back ordered. What I don't understand is she said she didn't say back order. My understanding, she was saying they don't make the part.
Exactly.
Well, I don't even know what the hell that means. Of course they make
So
the
what
part.
do they say? We will never fix your car because we no longer make the part. Is that what they're saying?
All they said was that the part has to be made. They don't have a part that they
so
can
here's
pull
what
off
normally
the shelf.
happens. Here's what normally happens with what you call rare parts, parts that are not replaced often. Normally, they put it into a bin order, and when they reach a certain number, they manufacture. That's usually what happens. Now, Is that acceptable or not? I don't think so, but that's what they do for cost of, just and because no one does the one-ups, And so, when did they say that would be done, Francis?
They don't have an ETA.
You know what? First of all, I got to interrupt here. They're basically saying it's back ordered. I mean, that's what they're saying. We can't
essence.
Believe that they've got to literally design and make a part.
They don't design it, Mark. They just batch run them when they get enough. They batch run them. Okay.
Okay.
So here, I'm not making an excuse, nor do I say I would sit back and take it. Mark mentioned the lemon law. Mark, explain what you were thinking.
Well, 30 days. If you don't have use of that vehicle for 30 days, you can start the process. I mean, it's pretty simple like
and it's
that.
30 days.
It's got to be under
Mark,
24,000 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be under 24,000 miles and within the first 2 years, and you have to be the original owner. It's got to be a new vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. So you're good. That's what I'm saying. As soon as you hit 30 days, that's it. You can go in and get a refund.
I think you can. I think you can force a buyback. Now, unfortunately, many of the lemon laws are handled by what's called the auto cap program from the useless dinosaur known as the Better Business Bureau. But I have to give credit where credit is due. They do process the lemon law claims. I mean, that is one of their last remaining functions I think they do. As far as complaints and helping consumers, they don't do any of that. They're a dinosaur. But they do the lemon law claims pretty well. And I think that's because they outsource it. It might be to the arbitration society or something. But anyway, I might be speaking out of school. I'm saying that they do help. But I think Mark hit it on the head with the lemon law. I mean, you're going to demand a buyback or a new car.
Yeah, I mean, and the other issue that I'm having, kind of just on the sideline, is that they gave me a car, not a car, but a pickup, a Tacoma to drive.
So
now,
hold on. Are they proposing letting you use a loaner for a long, extended period of time?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because she said the lady told me at 3 days we're going to have to rewrite this to extend the time frame. I'm going to say before the 30 days is up, they're going to demand to have that truck back.
Well, okay, but
I don't know that.
But we don't know that.
But I'm
Let me
going to
ask you
say
another
maybe,
silly question.
you know.
Let me ask you another silly question.
Sure.
I always like to go to extremes just to take a temperature. Let's say it's going to be.
Sure.
Let's say it's going to be literally 8 months to a year. Let's just say. I mean, I don't know if it is. Would you be satisfied with a loaner vehicle if you knew you could get your car fixed 8 months to a year, but you were given a loaner vehicle at no cost to you?
No.
Okay. And that is for what reason?
And the reason is I have to make payments on this. I have to get the plates by the end of this week.
I get it.
And
here's all I'm saying, Francis. I'm not trying to talk you into it. You have every right not to want to wait. Every single right. We're on your side. Everyone agrees this is wrong. But my reasoning has always been this. If I have a new vehicle and it's sitting at a dealer, protected, and I am given a loaner to use, theoretically, if it took a year, I am literally not using that vehicle, and it's still getting older, but I'm not using it. I'm not racking up miles. I'm not doing anything except letting it sit, and I am wearing out a loaner, and I'm making my normal payments and all of that. Sure, I am, but I have a loaner. I am in exactly the same position, except I don't have the car I want, but I'm not wearing out the other one. Now, the disadvantage, of course, is that it is getting older. I mean, it's not like it's new. And the other one is your warranty period is expiring because they're not going to extend the warranty. So I would say with this new world we have post-COVID, if I could negotiate an extension of the warranty for the amount of time it's down, And if I could get a free loaner, I would accept it. I don't know how you feel, Mark. Would you?
I wouldn't. Hell no, man.
Okay.
You know what? If you buy a brand new vehicle, you want your car. She went and she picked out the kind of car, the color she wanted,
I agree.
Everything else. I mean, hell no.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think there's
and
a
let
right
me
or
add
wrong
this
answer. I just
in there.
reason a little differently, but I totally agree with you,
Well,
Mark.
it's a pain in the ass to go through the buyback. We know that. It's a pain in the ass to go through it, but, I mean, if they can't fix it, my God, I mean, she just paid for it. And then the other thing, like she says, she's making payments on it.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Okay,
But
let
if
me
you
add
have a
one more
replacement, it's kind of like with insurance. While you're waiting for a claim, you're still making your mortgage payments and all that. But listen, or let's say you're in an apartment house and you're displaced in an apartment. But let me finish my analogy. If you're in an apartment and you're displaced, they give you a replacement apartment while yours is being fixed and you still pay rent. Go ahead, Mark. What were you going to say?
Well, if they gave her I guess I would change it a little bit. If they gave her the same vehicle she has, she's got a little Camry, and they put her in a pickup truck, I don't quite understand that. But if they could actually give her that exact vehicle for a little bit, maybe. But what happens if she waits 4 or 5 months, they get the part, they put it in, and it takes a crap, and she's back in the same boat?
There you go. Now, like I was going to say,
What, Dimitri, what
the
were you going to
truck
say?
only gets like 15.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, Francis, what do you think of this? While you still have this loaner for some undetermined period of time, start the Lemon Law buyback process. And if they can fix your car before the Lemon Law process is finished, that's great. If not, you'll at least have two horses in the race, which is waiting for the part and waiting for the buyback to happen.
That's a good plan.
Start that right now.
You can't start it until it hits the clock, but it's any day now.
You can't start it till
It's
30 days.
30 days.
How many days has it been? Roughly
Let
speaking.
me see. I got it on.
just
Went in on
roughly.
the 15th, and today's
Okay, so
what?
you're getting close. This gives you time to research the buyback process, so you can have everything filed on the very day.
Call us as you move forward if you need help filing that. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm Tom Martino, and I want to tell you about Renew Home Innovations, the most beautiful shower conversions I've ever seen. And that's the truth. They have porcelain sheets with no maintenance, no grout lines, nothing. They look gorgeous. And you know, he has the best prices on porcelain and the best selection. 2 or 3 days to get it done. Listen to this. 72 months to pay no interest. Of course, with approved credit. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000. The best, 904-2000.
Awesome.
So much to celebrate, but the fight has just begun. The fight to fix our nation, the fight,
Sorry, these are a minute away.
especially when we see how abortion took center stage in this historic election. That's why we can't stop talking about the Ministry of Preborn. Preborn has rescued over 300,000 babies. How? By loving mothers with an unplanned pregnancy and introducing them to their baby on an ultrasound. Once she sees her baby and hears the heartbeat, her baby's chance at life doubles. Preborn and their network of clinics are on standby for babies and mothers. Meet Deanna.
I'm at the doctor and they do a bedside sonogram. As I'm looking at the sonogram, the baby waves. And I looked and that man said, I said, did that thing just wave at me? 12 years ago, I prayed for this little boy.
Your tax-deductible donation of $28 sponsors one ultrasound. How many babies can you save? Dial pound 250, say the keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Beck. Preborn.com/Beck. Sponsored by Preborn.
All right, I want to tell you about January 30th, which is a few days from now, at the Even Hotel. That's in the DTC. I want you to mark your calendars and sign up, mymoneymyway.com, or you can call the number I'm going to give you. And it's really to learn about retirement and some of the deficiencies you might be facing with 401ks and IRAs and how to convert that to permanent income through fixed indexed annuities. Now, listen. Not all investments are good for all people at all times, but there are certain investments that are perfect for people at certain times. I want you to find out more. Education is never, ever a bad idea. 303-779-6600. 303-779-6600. You know what I love? I love when companies do things the right way. And Mark, I don't know how many years we've been looking for a solar company that's solid. Somebody who does more than just sales at the door. The ones who do installations and service of all systems, not just the ones they sell. Plus, people who know the business, the tax credits, the grants if you're a commercial operation, and even how to make money with your solar system. I want you to find out more. RedRocksRS.com. Red Rocks Roof and Solar. RedRocksRS.com. Brooke and her team are stellar. 303-704-2449. 303-704-2449.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, that's the incorrect email.
Kelly should tell that story. Now, don't. Oh God, the phones are ringing. We don't like.
Well, yeah. How dare they ring?
Hey, did you get my email? Look at my email I sent you, Tom.
Okay, hold on, sir, and I will. All right, Marky.
Okay, well, definitely send me an email.
Yes, I did, Mark. I thought I copied you, bro.
Got it.
I thought, do you want me to copy you?
Yeah, from now on, absolutely. This one's fine, though.
Okay, man. It's really cool. Yeah, I did some.
God, the phones.
You know, I really love them. I mean, I really do. I mean, Mark, have you had them out there?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I did.
Man,
I
it's
couldn't get over
amazing to me.
The price was high as hell.
Well, when everything is said and done, if you have a big house, it's going to be. But there's nothing better, man. I just don't know how else to put it. There's nothing better.
What would you say is a high price?
Well, like for a big house, $2,300.
No, it wasn't that high. My God.
No. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Hold on. I'm talking about a giant house that I don't know, Mark. I think when I had mine done, it was like 800 with everything.
Yeah, I was right around there.
But my God, but it literally doesn't need to be done that much, and it is awesome. It is just awesome. So I've been looking at the Model X Plaid.
I thought Stephanie
she hates
refused to drive in a Tesla.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? Here's the thing. I've been weighing the cost. Stephanie Tesla. I want to know which one's going to last longer, which one will have a more practical value. And then if I do the Tesla, I may as well just throw in a Doodle as well. So now I got a Doodle.
I wouldn't get the Plaid though.
It's not worth it, is it, Mark? The upgrade.
I don't think it is.
It probably isn't.
You're never gonna go that fast.
God damn it! My order was canceled. Why was it canceled?
By the way, I mean, am I wrong to be like pissed?
No, you should be able to be naked wherever you want.
That was my whole thing.
Here we go.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome. You know, okay, let's just go to the phones. I had a question I was going to bring up, but I won't. When I have callers, I just got to get to them first. So we have a lot of callers. Okay, Doug's got a tenant landlord question. So let's go right to Doug. Doug, what's going on, bro?
All right. I have
some renters. I have kicked them out about a year and a half ago, so this is old. But I would like to take them to small claims court.
So when you say
cover-
kicked him out, did you legally evict him?
Yes, I did.
And you did it a year and a half ago?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I gave them 30 days notice. They got out. So, and I've actually sold the place. I don't have the place anymore. I decided I'm done with renting.
Yeah.
So I got rid of the place.
Got it.
But I know with Colorado laws, it's not in the favor of the landlords. And I would like them to pay the last month's rent they never paid. And their deposit didn't cover that. Plus, when they left, they broke every door in the house. I'm guessing anger issues because the doors had holes in them where the
Let me
foot
ask
would
you
have been,
something.
or
Let's go back a year and a half. Let's go back a year and a half. When you evicted them, did you have a judgment for that stuff or just a demand?
as far as to get them out of the house.
No, as far as
I just told if you got.
Did you keep a security deposit?
I did keep the deposit. Yes.
You kept it, and did you apply it to the damages and send them a letter to that effect?
I did not send them a letter to that effect. I did tell them their deposit was not coming back, but they did.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have a prayer, okay? Because you were supposed to notify them within 60 days is the longest. It's 30 days, but it's extended to 60 if it's in the lease for 60 days. You were supposed to tell them how you applied the security deposit to the damages, leaving a balance and letting them know what the balance is, and then attempting to collect it. If you didn't do any of that, you're not going to. I mean, now I'm not saying you can't go after him. You could do small claims court and try to get a judgment, but I don't think you will.
Didn't send them a letter to say why I kept the
well, it's too late, man. No, that's too late. You missed that. You missed that.
Okay, that's too late. I didn't realize I had to send that out.
Yeah. And here's what I'm saying. You can still take him to small claims court, okay, for the damages. You don't have the place anymore. You'll have to show how you did not recoup those damages. I think you're going to lose, okay? But you can still take him to small claims court. It's $50. And then if you get a judgment, how are you going to collect it? Do they have money? You know, it's the kind of stuff that I believe is a waste of time. How much does it come to?
With the damage to the doors and the difference from what the rent was to the deposit was, we're probably talking about $4,000.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for Doug, Tom.
Yeah, sure.
Doug, this is Bo. I've had rentals over the last 40 years. I've never, ever been able to collect from the tenant. You do not want to pursue taking them to small claims court because you run the risk of them countersuing you.
That's right, for treble
not doing
damages.
that deposit letter.
That's right.
And you could get sued for 3 times the deposit. I would just leave it alone and go on with your life. The property's sold and move on. You're not going.
Which is why I'm calling to make sure I'm doing everything the right way, or what? I didn't
Well,
want to go to court.
You already did things the wrong way. So what? And I don't mean to keep telling you that. So you really kind of lost your rights to pursue things because they could actually come after you for whatever you kept times 3.
And they have free legal help.
And
too.
by the way,
the tenant will have free legal help.
they would win because it's statutory. I mean, they would win basically because what you did was breach per se. You breached the law.
Okay.
So anyway,
yeah,
but you got, you know what you got, bro? Doug, you know what you got? College. Yeah. You got college.
What? I got knowledge, yeah.
College, yeah.
Knowledge,
well,
college,
you paid your tuition. And by the way, being a landlord doesn't have to be like that if you heard me talking about other ways, like with Vistara Turnkey. But Colorado right now and California.
Yeah, but they'd never be in Denver, man.
No, that I know. That's what I mean. Colorado and California are the worst states for landlords on all aspects, on return on investment, conditions, laws. You know, for many years, I would do this show, and I was very frustrated. I'd get calls from tenants who have been screwed so bad, or they lived in absolute disgusting conditions. And here's what I would say. There are no rights. I'm sorry, you're a tenant at will, blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. And then the pendulum swung. Man, did it swing. So, again, Doug, I'm sorry it's happened. Thank you for calling. 303-713-8255. You know, we got a lot going on today. Please be patient. I will get you, I promise you. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. I love these people, and I say it. Why? Because they're just great. 24/7 service if you have an emergency and can't close the door, can't open it, broken spring, whatever. But for regular service, they'll come out, fix you up, give you quotes directly when they get there, plus everything, all the individual quotes are on their website. It's One Clear Choice Garage Doors, okay? One Clear Choice Garage Doors. But online, it's oneclearchoicedoors.com.
Very nice.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update.
Yeah, we're still in good shape out here. Down south on Santa Fe, still seeing delays northbound at Highlands Ranch Parkway with some construction that's got traffic backed up quite a ways through that area. Looks like Pena's running a little heavy coming out of the airport. This is from basically just after Tower back to I-70. 270, a little slowing around Vasquez if you're a westbounder. But I-25's at the posted speed limit. No major difficulties out here. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
If you voted for Donald Trump, then you've got to start your day with the 47 Morning Update with me, Ben Ferguson. All the headlines from Trump's Oval Office. It's quick, it's bold, and it's unfiltered. So download the 47 Morning Update now wherever you get your podcasts.
Joseph A. Lazara is a criminal defense attorney, and I hope that you never need him. Lazzara, LazaraLegal.com. He's also at referralist.com. But here's what I love if you do need him. First of all, he'll give you flat rate pricing after free initial consultations. So he'll tell you all about your case. You know, look, you can't do it alone, and you're not automatically guilty. I'm not going to sit in judgment here, okay? I'm just going to say, if you ever hit on hard times and rough times and you need counsel, Joe Lazzara, 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200.
Thank you.
You know, I must say that our system here with the call screener and all this is way better than the built-in iHeart stuff.
Oh, very cool. Well, it seems very...
You know, we used to, for years and years, Shannon will remember this. Shannon, when we did remotes, do you remember the little pieces of paper and the bullshit? And oh my God. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Or the queue line, we would have like a cell phone. We would tone it when we wanted to put somebody on hold.
Yeah.
Oh, we had so many different systems we used. How much time do I have?
And it's obvious that our friendship has just gotten better over the years.
Oh, of course. Hey, what is the, how much time do I have left?
3.5.
Okay, because I'm going to do something, and I'm not going to announce it. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know how sometimes we're annoyed with Kelly for flapping her lips? Well, in a slightly different take on that expression, she got in trouble for being naked somewhere. Probably don't need to say where, but how can you not be naked in the locker room?
Seriously.
Other women were quite put out by her exposure.
Yep. Really stupid. I'm done with women, period.
These guys aren't listening. It's a great story, though. All right, stand by for whatever you do.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, so listen. Please be careful when it comes to being a landlord. If you don't do things the right way, even if you're right, you're going to turn out being wrong. And the same with being a tenant. Always call us ahead of time. We're happy to talk to you. All right, listen, I want to talk to Jerry. Jerry has an issue with a 2004 Gulfstream. Jerry, I will tell you they're wonderful jets, and I wish I could afford one. What's going on, Jerry?
Well, it's kind of a horrible thing what's going on, and it's a Gulfstream RV. It's not.
I know. I'm just kidding, bro. But they do have Gulfstream jets. But
I
anyway.
figured. Yeah, I figure. But I'm with you. I wish I could afford one. My wife and I purchased this back in April, and we decided that, as we did with her Jeep, to get the extended warranty, buy warranty for the RV.
Where did you buy it? Where did you buy it, bro? And how much?
I paid $40,000 to a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
He lived in the same RV park that we were in, and he was getting rid of it, and
got it.
I helped him fix everything that was wrong with it, and so I was looking online. I found a company called No Cost Repair RV Warranty.
Oh, so you went out and found your own. You went out and found your own.
Yes. Yes. And it's a fairly well-known company. They had great reviews, but they actually purchased their insurance through DOWC, which is in New York.
Now, hold on.
And,
so the company you did business with, what's the name of that company?
No Cost Repair.
No Cost Repair. That's a weird kind of title because it really sets themselves up for breach. No Cost Repair, and it was through the underwriter, which was in New York.
Correct.
And the underwriter's name is what again?
DOWC.
Okay.
I've emailed you some of the pictures of their name and their address.
Okay.
And,
so tell me what's going wrong.
One of the things I get well, one day my wife and I were sitting there watching TV with some friends, and all of a sudden my generator revs up and shuts off immediately. I had a slide out that had a motor on it, and they kept trying to push it out. And it was going bam, 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 and it broke the worm gear off. And the motor got hot enough, it started a small fire, which we got that out, no problem there. Shorted out another one. Then my power inverter went out during this process.
Yeah.
And my refrigerator went out. And the mechanic said the refrigerator shorted out, which caused everything else to happen. He said nothing you could do about that. So he sends the claim to the insurance company, and they send him back a deal. It has the claim number and all that on it. Then the next day they send him a deal saying that my insurance has been canceled. No reason at all, because they could cancel it for no reason at all.
Okay.
So
I want to ask a few
I
questions.
talked to him.
Jerry, I need to ask some questions. How much was the warranty?
Go for it. It was close to $4,000.
Okay. And another question. This is really important. How long after the warranty purchase did these things happen?
Probably 70 days.
Okay.
And I had a 30-day grace period, so.
No, I get it. And then when
I asked them,
when these repairs were put in by the mechanic or an estimate, they simply notified you that you never had coverage or that they're canceling coverage.
Well, they sent me an email stating that I was getting a refund. I said, well, why am I getting a refund? Then I get another email that says, your policy's been canceled per your request. Well, I never requested that, which would be stupid to do. Then I talked to another gentleman. He said, oh, we just canceled it because we can cancel it within, a time frame. I said, but you've already given me a claims number. He said, that doesn't matter. You don't have a warranty now? I said, okay.
Well,
said,
okay, Jerry.
Now you got to talk to the legal
Jerry, the
side of
fact
things.
that they gave you a claim number does not create an obligation. But the contract creates an obligation if they did not have a right to get out of it. It's all going to be a matter of contract, Jerry. I mean, you said there was a contestability period of 30 days. And did they quote you in the warranty where they are allowed to cancel it for any reason at any time?
They said they can cancel it within the first 90 days with no reason at all. Then he turned around and told me, okay, I can cancel it, a year out. I can cancel it because I want to.
Okay, Jerry.
And I'm like, well, that's kind of unfair to the consumers.
Jerry, it doesn't matter if it's unfair, and I understand how pissed you are. I would be too. Let's just, I just want to settle that. But what I'm trying to get at is a contract. And I've never heard of a contract that they can cancel anytime they want for any reason. So basically,
he said in the first 90 days.
Then he said the first year. And when you say he, who is he?
His name is...
No, I don't mean he, his name. What company? The underwriter or the one that sold it to you?
DOWC. The guy that sold it to me has apologized tremendously about the situation. And I made a video off of an app saying, this is what's going on and this and this. And I sent it to him. He goes, I love the video. He goes, but, obviously that's not your RV in the video because your RV is not roadworthy per the inspection. I'm like, dude, that is mine.
Yeah,
He's
Jerry,
like, really? I'm
Jerry,
like, yeah.
all that smoke and mirrors. And I suggest when you do go forward with this, none of that's going to matter. What you have to stick to is this. You had multiple claims. They not just turned him down, they canceled you. Did you get a full refund?
No, I haven't got one refund yet.
Okay, but they say you're going to get a refund?
Yes, and this has been a month. Maybe
Did you finance it? Did you finance that policy?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're not going to get the refund. The bank is.
Yeah, they're going to lower your loan, but they didn't do that.
There's no loan. The RV's mine. We were paying out of pocket to the insurance company itself.
Oh, okay. So
And they
you
sent me a
were
bill saying
making,
they're going to give me a refund.
Jerry, you were making monthly payments to the warranty company?
Yes.
Okay. How much? Tell me how you were making monthly payments. Like for how long?
We had a 1-year agreement for $3,900.
So you made 2 payments, basically.
Yes, made 2 payments, and they were getting ready to take out the third. Then they said they're going to send me a refund, which we've never received yet.
Well, I get it.
And they told me the only way this is going to get taken care of is get counsel. Well,
yeah.
counsel's
Listen,
all good
here's
if
what
you
I
can
think
find somebody
happened,
that'll
Jerry.
handle it.
Jerry, I don't know what happened, but I think that this is going to be a problem, and somebody has to look at the contract. Have you had an attorney? And by the way, Jerry, fairness does not play into the contract. What does play into it?
Oh, I agree.
What does play into it, even with a contract, is something that is called conscionability. Okay? What it means is this. If a contract is written so wildly unfairly, it could be called unconscionable, meaning no person in their right mind should ever have to adhere to it. But that is so far out in left field. That's why, have you had an attorney look at it?
I've been trying to find one. Nobody's been willing to look at it.
No, that's
And,
not
you know,
true
I
at
know you
all,
help all
Jerry.
the consumers.
Not true at all. I guarantee you every attorney will look at it if you pay them their hourly rate. If you mean no attorney will take it free and read it, you're probably right. So you're telling me you tried to hire an attorney by the hour to review the contract and they don't want your money?
Correct.
Well, okay. Who did you call out of curiosity? I'd like to know an attorney that would turn down reviewing a contract for money.
Let me get over here and see if I can find his name for you real quick.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I would like to know. And what kind of an attorney? Where'd you find the attorney? What Cracker Jack box? I mean, where'd you find him?
I looked on Google Maps for local attorneys, and I found the one, and I talked to him for probably almost an hour on the phone, going over the contract where I was reading stuff. And he's like, yeah, he said, that's just not something I want to get involved in.
Okay. All right. Then here's the deal, bro. I think he probably thought you didn't have a case, and he didn't want to take your money, and that's laudable. I would like to see if Raina would review a contract and how much it would cost. Hang on. Just hang on. And we'll talk about that coming up. 303-713-TALK. Compass Insurance Group, by the way, does free insurance checkups, underinsured, overinsured. Maybe you have to get more insurance. They can save you money or not. They will give you the honest to God assessment at 303-996-9000, theinsurancehelpcenter.com.
That
was weird.
Back traffic.
This report is sponsored
What
by
was weird?
True Green.
Yeah, we're still in good shape out here.
Thought I hit next event and nothing happened.
Oh.
Seeing delays northbound at Highlands.
Me no likey when that happens.
It's got traffic backed up quite a ways through that area. Looks like Penn is running a little heavy coming out of the airport. This is from basically just after Tower back to I-70. 270 a little slowing around Vasquez if you're a westbounder. But I-25 is at the posted speed limit. No major difficulties out here. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Sign up at TrueGreen.com for 75% off your first service. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. TrueGreen.com.
All right. You know, really, when it comes to selling your house, you can always, sell your house conventionally. You probably make some pretty good money. But there are a lot of people that don't want to. They don't want to show. They don't want to list. They don't want to go through inspections, loan approvals, and all of that. They want to just sell their house. They might have deferred maintenance, maybe some defects, maybe not. They just want a quick sale. Homevestors, I have been talking about for years. Oh, they don't substitute conventional selling, but they do take a stab at buying your house. And you have nothing to lose but a phone call from legitimate people that I know and have done business with for years. They've purchased like nearly 40,000 homes in Denver area. 800-44-BUYER. It's a simple phone call. Hey, you may take it. 800-44-BUYER. 800-44-BUYER. Red Rocks Roof and Solar can fix you up with solar, whether you're residential or commercial. If you're commercial, you can get grants that can pay for the whole thing if you qualify, and turn a positive cash flow by selling back to the grid and by collecting normal electric from tenants. I mean, it's an amazing process. RedRocksRS.com has done a lot of them, and they can help you, whether residential or commercial. 303. And by the way, let me just say something. They're great people to deal with. 303-704-2449, 704-2449.
Thank you.
I got to get to these texts, man. People do want to know about this fucking water. I can't believe the lines. Okay.
Yeah, we can't either. It's kind of cramped.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
Cramping our style here. Yeah.
I'll kick some ass, though. I'll tell you right now. I'll kick some ass.
However, have you thought about going to 3 hours?
Sherry, I think that you have sent a lot of emails, but one thing I don't have is...
Oh, I forgot to put up my picture.
Uh-huh. I got something you can put up.
Okay, I'm only going to do it for 3 seconds. Three seconds.
Is that what you tell Stephanie?
That's all I can last. The truth may as well come out.
It's like I heard once, getting naked. Well, who are you going to satisfy with that? Well, me.
Yeah. You know, one of the funniest episodes of Seinfeld was the that one.
Shrinkage.
The whatever.
Yep.
When George's mom, God, I loved his mother. That red-haired woman. I love her.
The contest. Yep.
You know, she was so funny. She says,
"Oh yeah.
How do you think I feel? I walk in, and Georgie turned his body into a recreation park. No, wait, an amusement park."
That's a good one.
Or something like that, she said. It's just so funny. You know, my son can come in this studio with his buddies to practice their band stuff, you know, and swears to God he doesn't touch anything. And all my cameras, I have to reset and refocus and
Oh, so that's where he gets it from?
He doesn't touch anything,
He
he
didn't
said.
touch anything? Yeah. I didn't change anything.
It's like their presence. And then the drummer has to use my drums because, you know, obviously they're not going to take a whole set of drums in when mine are all set up. And they always leave the brain module on because I have some hybrids that have triggers, you know, that MIDI triggers, and they leave it on. They always rearrange my snare and all that. I just. Paul, do you have like an area as yours that you don't want people messing with? Or have you just given up on having personal space?
All right, I'll let you go ahead and give you some time so you can...
I just want this studio. By the way, I got a lot of exercise equipment coming because I can't go to the gym for 2 months. So I don't have a lot, but I have a really good core machine. I'm gonna have to get rid of that couch. That's a beautiful couch too. It's expensive. I got to get rid of it. I should take a picture, see who wants it. I mean, that's a $4,000 couch. I mean, I don't want that, but I mean, that's an expensive, really, you know, I mean, that came from H&W, you know. Let me just put.
Dude, Joy's consigned.
You're right. They're good people.
That is a nice couch, Tom. I'd be
Especially
interested
since your
in it.
stuff isn't some
Yeah,
Scandinavian
you know which one I'm talking about, the blonde one?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. That was a $4,000 couch. I mean, not that I would ever think anywhere close to that in value. Furniture depreciates faster
Online
than
at
Mark's underwear.
khelp.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Let's go right to the phones. Jerry, let's talk. On this warranty thing, we are going to get an attorney involved. Hey, Kachina, does Raina ever return our calls?
I just contacted her, and she hasn't yet, but I'm working on it.
Just ask her what it would cost to. Hey, meanwhile, Jerry, send the contract to me. I want to look at it, and I'll try to find someone to review it free of charge if I can. Okay? Kachina, tell him how to get that to me. I'm Tom Martino, Paul the Waterman. There are a lot of concerns coming up, plus your calls.
Very nice.
All right, she literally just texted me. She can do it after 1.
Nice.
But can't do it now.
In an hour.
Yep.
For what?
Now, in the meantime, did he send...
See, in my opinion, you shouldn't mess with people who are working and not breaking laws and criminals, right? No, I get that. But first go after the troublemakers and all of those. The ones who are working stuff, yeah, you might want to eventually do it, or you might want to give them a path for citizenship. Yeah, okay, then that's different.
Hey, Tom?
I'm turning mics on. Yes?
So Raina just got back to me. She is in meetings until 1, so she can get with us after 1, so
Wonderful.
I can call Jerry back, but I just sent you the contract.
Good.
That he just sent me.
Okay.
So we could reschedule and call him back if you want.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to
Cool?
go get coffee. Do you want
Super
anything,
cool.
bro?
I'll come over.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute here.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Yes. Please.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. I got Paul. You ate yours, right? Okay, good.
Hey, that was the driver's tip.
Perfect. Okay, I will call you back a little after 1 o'clock once I can get on. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Hey, Maddie, my name is Ken Manfred. I have an appointment tomorrow
Jonathan
at
Fuller.
12 o'clock.
He is the special.
And I want to know, is it okay to take an Uber home after the procedure?
That was in running the
You can do that. I mean, it's not usually recommended, but as long as you don't travel, it should be okay.
Okay, yeah, because I just live on the
All
first
right.
floor.
DEA,
I can just walk
do you
right
like
in.
drugs so much
Okay, I
that
will
you're
take care
upset
of that,
about
and I will
that?
see you tomorrow at noon.
Uh-huh.
11:45, yeah, 15
You know,
minutes
you
will make a
probably
difference.
occasionally covered your body with
Thank you.
topical analgesics, but other than that, I don't really think you're hitting the hard stuff, are you?
No.
So, we thought we were going to have Stephen Tubbs on the
Tom's
the
basement.
spokesperson for the DEA.
Yeah.
until Jonathan, the special agent, called up. No, it's going to be me. Okay, we've been saying it's Stefan. Well, Stefan's in the field right now executing an operation.
Good for Stefan.
I said, did I mishear you, sir? Are you executing Stefan in a field? What did you say? Oh, no, come on. Cut it out. That's all I got.
I love Stefan.
Yeah, Stefan loves Stefan. You guys have that in common. I like him plenty good, too.
Not much going on.
Used to tease him about having a turnstile in his bedroom. He kind of went through chicks there for a while. But good for him.
Thanks. Just a moment while we look that up. This account has been closed for security reasons.
And how about Dr. Phil rolling with Tom Homan in Chicago? And did you see one of the immigrants knew Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil! Oh, I watch your show, man. What are you doing here?
Getting your ass out of here.
Okay, all right, okay, all right.
What is
Isn't
this?
that great?
Oh,
What?
Lord.
On the news, a couple people came out of a convenience store over on Boulevard and they're exchanging gunfire. Oh, what is this? Damn okay.
And I do
morale?
like the
Christ.
online social media meme.
Draw.
Of,
No, you draw.
Latinos being very upset about these raids and saying, man, I just hope they don't get to my mother-in-law who's located at 12301 East. You know, they're giving a street address. She's usually home around 2 p.m. I'm so upset. I hate to see her go. Awesome. Awesome. Like swatting your mother-in-law.
Well, they resurrected that hotline.
The Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah.
Why am I so tired?
Well,
Shannon, Kelly, hello. I just want to say, fuck the Chiefs. Have a good day.
oh man, I hope the plane goes down. Although that would have been a lot of fun to have the Chiefs play the Redskins. Oh my God, is this the 1820s? What's going on here? Intertribal trouble. Hey, was that good? All right.
Thanks to me,
Sorry.
I might be interested.
Don't be. I never know what's going to hit.
Get rid of it. Can you tell me approximately how long it is?
Oh, I'm just tired.
Well, put a little something in your water to get you going. And how about the actual ice raid here at a party, at a club?
I'm for it.
I'd like to know who caters that event.
It's not necessarily about catering, isn't it? Food trucks?
Could be food trucks. Somebody goes, the gang is getting together this evening. We got to have enough tamales and red Solo cups. I mean, somebody's planning ahead.
Well, that would be the venue.
The venue, or is there some sort of event coordinator inside an international homicidal gang? I think I'm going to get a TDA hat. See what happens as I pull up on some guys with some squeegees, red light. Oh, no, man.
Is the music on?
No, not yet.
Hello? Am I late? Oh, here I am.
You need advice so you don't have to lose. just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Grateful to be here with you. And we're trying to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints as we've done, God, for so many years. With the help of a team, of course. And my OG is Suze. Mark is after that thought. So he's not the OG, he's the AOG, almost original gangsta. But Suze is the OG. 303-713-TALK. Hey, K&H Home Solutions, by the way, they're one of the oldest home improvement companies. You know how I feel about heritage. I love it. And they have the Alpine window made right here in Colorado. You might want to check out for beauty and thermal efficiency. khwindows.com. Great people. So, let's continue our festivities. Jody, you are having an issue with a car part. What's going on, Jody?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. My husband ordered a bumper for my car. We have a part number, confirmation, invoice, all that stuff.
Where'd you order it, Jody?
At a place called States Auto Parts.
Is it online?
Yeah.
What did you order?
A front bumper for my car.
And you did this through it was going to be a do-it-yourself, right?
Yes.
From States Auto Parts.
Well, yes.
And how much did you pay?
That's $1,700.
Okay, that's okay.
$4.
Okay, so
yeah.
$1,800. So here's what I want to know.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Last week.
Okay, what's your issue?
They took the money, and lo and behold, they went out of business.
And how did they take the money, Jody?
Through our debit card.
Did you talk to your bank about snagging it back?
Yes, I went down there, and that's how I found out that they were out of business.
And when you said, so are they local? Are they right in an area you went to visit? Or
oh no, you order the part through them, and they send it to you.
And what's the website, dear?
The website is usedautoparts.yard
now
at gmail.com.
Well, hold on a second. No.
Okay.
Well, okay, never mind. So there is no website. That's an email address. Where's the website that you ordered
I'm
from?
sorry.
Where's the website? Was there a website, Jody?
I'm looking.
Or did you do it all from email?
Yes.
There was a website. Okay. Jody?
I'm looking.
Did your bank say that they could snag a debit card transaction?
That they could
refund it.
They said that since because they said that since we used the debit card instead of a credit card,
right,
they could not.
Okay.
And so my question to you is help. I don't know. You're my last hope.
Well,
I don't know what
I
to
hate
do.
to be your last hope on this because, you only can do what's possible. And your bank's the only one that can do that. I don't think you're going to get your money back. But but if it was fraud, we can at least put a claim in somewhere. Like, did they go bankrupt? I mean, you're so hazy about this company. Where are they located? Where are they located? I mean, do you know anything about them, dear? Anything? Why don't I put you on hold? Why don't you find out? Here's what I need to know. I need to know where they're located. I need to know the website. I need to know your invoice that you ordered. And please just help me. Okay, I can't do this live, Jody. Hold on. Kachina, help her out, please. I do want to help her. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Francis, what is this follow-up on the Toyota Camry thing? I believe that you called earlier, and to sum it up, you bought a new 2025 Camry, the remote start, you had electrical issues. Let's just say it. It's sitting waiting for a master control module, and you can't drive it. They gave you an old pickup to drive right now, and we were talking about what to do about it. So what is your question?
My question is, my plates are due on the 31st. What happens when I pay for those plates? Does that have any ramifications on doing that? I mean, I know I have to make the payments and everything, but, I had heard that if you buy...
Why don't you do this? Why don't you get an extension on the temporary tag?
Okay.
Just get an extension. And the dealer should issue you one. If they don't, call me back. 303-71. Yeah, they should. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Tell them that you're waiting for a resolution and you'd like to put off the plates right now in case you have to do some kind of an action. And you don't want to lose that money too. They should be able to do it. 303-713-8255. Paul, the waterman. God, we've been so busy. Let me just go to this wide shot here. Paul, I got so many texts for you. Here's why. We've been talking about the dangers of PFAS, forever chemicals, that mostly come from plastics, microplastics, and Teflon, from the manufacturing process and from the leaching of the product itself. We have determined that it's everywhere. Now, even in the rainwater, in the ground, in the soil, in the food, and you said in autopsies it showed up. What else? What else, Paul?
That's it. You got it. It's in all the waterways. So then it's in the seafood that we eat, especially when it's coming up. People want to eat fish.
All right.
That's something to consider.
Now, we left off with some text that I got on this, and somebody wanted to know PFAS are handled with reverse osmosis for drinking water, but you certainly don't want to have to do that for the whole house. So I got a couple questions. If I get a reverse osmosis system from you, which is a great deal, it really, really is. I'm not BSing here. I got it in both of my houses. So if I get a reverse osmosis system and I drink only from that, why do I need another filtration system to take PFAS out of the house? Tell me why.
You breathe it in the steam in the shower.
You're breathing it in?
In the steam.
What about laundry? It gets on your clothes, in your
clothes, and some clothes, can also retain any water-resistant, clothing that you wash.
So showers, can it be absorbed through your skin?
Absolutely.
All right. So even though you're going to have good drinking water, you got to go further.
Yeah, I totally believe that. Listen, with all the research I'm doing, it clearly can be breathed in on our skin.
Now,
breathing with their lungs in the shower, your skin is like a sponge. It absorbs.
What does a whole house PFAS filtration look like?
So if you go to our website, it's the Echo Pro Max that you've been talking about.
How much?
Right now it's on sale for $36.95. With anybody that listens to the show today and calls in, we'll give them an extra $200 off.
Okay, so $34.95?
Yeah.
So let me be clear on what it does. That system for $34.95 right now, for those who call in and mention me, that system takes out the forever chemicals
Takes
in
out-
the whole house.
Right, and the total chlorine content plus gives them soft water.
Wait a minute. So it's complete conditioning, including PFAS.
Right. It's going to remove the PFAS.
From the whole house.
From the whole house, it's going to remove the total chlorine content and give them soft water.
Well, let me give you, then I have another question. If I did that system for the house, laundry, skin, steam, everything, and then I did the reverse osmosis for drinking, that is complete because, $34.95, and then reverse osmosis is still what, $1,100 something? I mean, you never get those prices. I swear to God, they would be 15 grand or more. Now, here's what I want to know though. What if I just do the whole house system? What would that do for my drinking water if I didn't want to go for the extra reverse osmosis? I'm just looking for options. Would that clean up my drinking water a bit?
It would clean up a bit. The reverse osmosis will then attack the pharmaceuticals and the microplastics.
Okay. So you would do both.
Absolutely.
But if you had to do one, which one would you do?
I do the whole house because you don't want to be drinking.
You're right.
The forever chemicals.
Plus, your laundry detergent goes longer. Your pipes last longer.
Steam. If you take a shower and you wouldn't believe the chlorine content, it evaporates in that.
So the chlorine and the PFAS are all removed.
Yes.
Oh wow, this is wonderful. $34.95. People, I'm serious, man. I really, really am. Especially when it comes to health, as you know, I'm a health nut. Got slapped in the face a little, but I'm still a health nut. And it's 303-862-5554.
Yes.
303-862-5554. Mention Martino. Let's go back to the phones right after this. We got to talk about this issue with the car part. I'm going to look at my email. She's going to send me all that information. And then an issue with a car sale from Auto Savvy. And then Susan wants to talk about water damage. I'm going to get to her next because she's been waiting the longest. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK. Do you want a reverse loan? They're still alive and well. Honest to God, CMG Mortgage. I love these people. I've known John Clace for many, many years. Now, Mark brought them back and says, Tom, these guys are for real. They do reverse loans. They do the all-in-one loan, the one I call the liquid loan. And they do it, that's a line of credit that you can pay down or borrow up. And then the reverse loans. That's CMG Mortgage. And John Clace, our friend, 303-577-7206. 577-7206.
Thank you.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund, so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with...
There you go.
See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Gravina Windows. They got the greatest windows. Yes, they do. And they're the original Gravina family. Now, I've known them all. And they established in the early 70s, maybe late 60s. And then Larry was working with his dad and took over. Well, actually started his own company in the early 80s. Early 80s. And then Nick is now working with his dad. And it's a generational thing. Great people. 50 lines of windows, multiple lines of siding. And they have doors. And they have everything you need. Never pushing you to one product. They fit the best product for you. GravinaWindows.com, 950 West Evans. GravinaWindows.com. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies are good people. I know them. They're men of high principles and ethics and will never, ever slam you into a product, but just help you with a plan. Whether it's you got a 401k, an IRA, you got a little combination, you need help with everything retirement. They help you situate things and get things right. rpcenter.com, Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. Call them and ask what they do. They'll tell you. Totally transparent. 970-663-3211. 970-663-3211.
Thank you. Pause. Did you hear that the president of Colombia didn't want Trump using military planes to repatriate his citizens?
Yes.
And he was willing to send what he called
the presidential
his
plane.
presidential
But I have to believe that it's going to be thousands, not dozens. I mean, how many? I mean, he's just going to keep his plane going back and forth.
Well, it's Colombia. It's not Mexico.
And he's got other things he can drop off here to make it worth his while.
But what I want to know is, why does he feel military planes are demeaning? Is it the transport itself or the dropping them off without parachutes?
No, he was just trying to save face, man.
Yeah.
And I think we have sound of the Colombian presidential plane coming this way. Let's see. There's that. No, didn't work out that well.
Hey, Kelly, send me that info I emailed you.
You want her to send her something you sent us? What? Golly, that keeps...
Blah, blah. She can figure it out.
Oh, okay.
What?
Please send the info in the email that he sent you. Please send the info back to him.
I need that dude's phone number with the RV
Got
issue.
it. I was going to call it because Raina's coming back on to talk about it after 1.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Raylan, a Buick transmission. What was that, bro? Oh. The
Hey
one
guys,
I told
check
to
your
sit
email
tight.
for the contract.
What about her now? What's going? Did they get the part?
No, they're going to get the part. They've gotten a word from GMC saying the part will be February, and they agreed to continue for longer.
Okay.
Which resolves her.
Fox has an attorney on from Salt Lake, and his video is framing out. Oh, my God. It's like Max Headroom.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, geez, here we go.
.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. And I do want to get to Susan, who's been waiting a long time here. Susan, what's going on, Susan? Welcome.
Hi, Tom. In the first part of October, we had a pipe burst in our crawl space. It was probably an abandoned pipe from probably the mid-50s.
Wait a minute.
When the house
what
was
was
built?
it there for?
We don't know. It was not part of our water system. It could have been involved in drainage for an area that's
but
by
what was
our
in the pipe?
home. That's
What was
privately-
in the pipe? Was it drain water or fresh water from the city, or are you on a well? I need to know more.
Okay. It is not fresh water. It is not from the city. It had water that came from a lake nearby us.
Okay, so how did it come from
It
the
had-
lake? Was it pumped? How did it come from the lake?
It was not pumped. There's no pump on it. It would have come by gravity or by pressure from the lake,
Okay,
pushing the water up.
now that contained
And the
lake.
pipe was
Okay,
probably-
nearby lake water, and was this pipe? So the lake water drained into this pipe. Did it go to a tank or was it capped off?
Well, we believe it was capped off at a house nearby us because we think the pipe went farther from our house is between the house that it was capped off and the
Okay,
lake.
so you're saying it passed
And-
through your house.
The pipe went under our house.
The pipe went under your house to the neighbor's house.
Yes, but it was not our neighbor's pipe. It was probably an abandoned pipe.
I understand. But it
80
went
years
to your
ago.
neighbor's house, or did it go through your neighbor's house? I promise you, I never ask a question that's not germane. Did it go through your neighbor's house, or did it terminate at your neighbor's house?
I don't, from what I know, it terminated there, but I don't know because they didn't search to see if it went farther.
Okay. So,
It
was
termina-
it capped?
It terminated there.
Was it
because-
capped at your neighbor's house?
Yes. When they realized they had water coming in to their crawl space, they capped it.
Okay. When did they cap it?
About 3 weeks before it broke in our crawl space.
Okay. Where was it going before they capped it?
We do not know.
Well, do the neighbors know? I mean,
Because
they
they
capped a pipe that went through their house, or did it stop there? And if it stopped there, where was it going? They capped it off. There's got to be more information. If they found a pipe in their home and decided to cap it off, and then suddenly it broke under your home, it could be that it wasn't meant to be capped off. I don't have any idea what it was. Did it actually stop at their house, or did it go beyond their house? And if it stopped at their house, what was on it before they capped it? Paul, you can go ahead.
I have a question. I have a question, man. Was it a galvanized pipe?
No, it's a ceramic pipe.
So it was a tile.
So it passed under her
Tile,
home
yeah.
to the neighbor's house. Okay, and the neighbors capped it. But why? Where? I mean, you need these answers. Did you talk to their plumber?
Yes, we had their plumber come and worked on our house.
Okay, what
They
did the
capped it
plumber
because they were
say
having
when they? Okay, what was on it before he capped it, and why did they cap it? I mean, all of these are important questions. Did you ask?
Okay, and I know the answers.
Okay, go ahead
so
and tell
we
me.
know there was no cap. There was no cap on it.
Okay,
The
if there was no
new
cap
neighbors
on
that
it,
were living,
if there was no cap on a drain pipe that came from the lake, where was the water going before they capped it?
it was coming into their crawl space because we don't know because the original owners were not there, that they had water in there coming from that drain. And so they put in like a pipe that went from that up and exposed into the air so that if water would rise, it would rise into that pipe versus coming out into their crawl space.
Okay.
When the water got too high and it came out of that pipe, it came into their crawl space.
I get it.
They had a sump
And that's
pump.
why they
heard the sump pump.
and that's why they capped it.
Yes.
They no longer wanted water coming into their crawl space.
Yes.
Does anyone know, like the plumber, what the original purpose of that pipe was at the lake?
No. Not that we can ascertain. We don't have records that go back. We've searched the county records to see where the pipe was or where it came from. And the subdivision was built in the 70s, and we haven't been able to find where it originated.
Okay. By capping that off, there's no coincidence. They caused your pipe to burst.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question for Susan, Tom.
But hold on, Bo. Do they acknowledge that there was a connection between them blocking the pipe and the pipe under your crawl space breaking?
We've never talked that piece to them. We do know that they had, their plumber came out with a camera and followed where that pipe went. And it came at the end of their property and our property.
Okay.
And that's where they stopped.
Right.
Then they contacted
but
the
it
people
went to
who-
the lake. Did it serve as an overflow for the lake? Or did the lake at one time supply fresh water or water to the homes?
I can probably say the water did not provide water to the homes.
What was it there, dude? Does anybody
and-
have an idea why that pipe was put there to begin with?
Maybe she had a well at one point, and now she's on some kind of community well or possibly city.
We're on city. I
Yeah,
don't
but Mark,
think the property ever
she
had.
said it did not supply water to them for drinking and for that. She said it wasn't for that.
Then why would it be there?
I don't know.
A tile drain is what it sounds like.
And that's not a water supply.
That's
tile would never be used for a water supply.
So if it was tile, then it was.
It was a drain.
That's it.
But was it an overflow for the lake? And why would they overflow a lake into people's crawl spaces, for God's sake?
It was designed to go from the house to the lake, to drain to the lake.
The other way around.
The other way around. And then when they cap, so then something.
Wait a minute. So is the lake higher or lower than the crawl space? That's for you, Susan. We don't live there. We don't know.
I know. I'm thinking. So the lake water, when it was high, at its highest point, that's when we had the break.
I get it.
In our. Okay.
Okay.
Susan, do you know the name of the lake and who owns the lake?
Yes, I do, and I don't want to bring that up right now, but it is privately owned.
Well, then you need to contact them because it's I live near a lake, and they have these things called agricultural lateral lines that they used to
That's
feed
exactly
into
what
farmland.
it sounds like to me, Bo.
And
I think they were there. If
And
you
I
want to
would-
know the truth, I think that lateral line was there for agriculture, and the builders built those homes on top of them. Now, how long ago were your homes built, you and your neighbors?
In the 70s.
Okay, here's what I believe. I do not think anyone's going to be responsible except each one to their own property. I don't see how you can ascribe negligence to anyone. This is a condition that's gone on for years and years and years and years and years. It's too late to go after the builder. There's really no one to go after. The lake owner, it's been there too long. I don't think anyone is responsible. I think everyone has to deal with their own crap. I think you have to make sure it's terminated before it gets to your crawl space and evacuate that line. You don't have to fix the line. You just evacuate it. What damage did it do to your home?
about $60,000 to the basement.
How did it do 60,000?
Because from the crawl space, it went into the finished basement.
Okay. Now, is your insurance covering it, or do they call it flood?
They didn't call it flood. They are denying it because of saying it was water or steam, but it's not. It was pressure from or presence of trees, shrubs, plant roots, whether growth is above or below the surface of the ground.
No, that's wishful, Susan. That's wishful thinking. You're never. That's made for sewer lines. That's never going to work. I mean, I would be on your insurance company side to deny that. What I'm asking you is this: what are they calling it?
Okay, well, let me tell you one thing.
I'm asking, what is your insurance company classifying it as what? That's all I need to know right now. Then you can tell me stuff. How is your insurance company classifying it?
I'm trying to read what they're saying. It says it's a backup through a buried storm water pipe. And then they say what it's not covered. They don't cover certain things. So that's what they're calling it.
Okay, got it. And you want to call it something else to get it covered. You want to call it something else to get it covered.
They're calling it accidental discharge or overflow, which occurs off our residents' premise.
They're absolutely right. It is. It recurred off of your residence and flowed into your residence. Hold on, we have more coming right up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
Up on the northeast end of town through Commerce City at 270 eastbound, approaching Vasquez reports an accident. We don't know lane blockage at the moment.
Oh, they were going to send us the
slow traffic back from I-25.
They were going to send us
2 minutes of delays there. I-25 north and southbound, clear driving through the metro area. Same goes for I-70 east and westbound, easy driving to and from DIA. South of there, I-225 north and southbound. No complaints through the Aurora area. And back to I-25, it's easy driving down south to the Springs. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of Ed Sullivan and the show that bore his name. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Sheridan Auto Tech. Man, they're good people. SheridanAutotech.com. They do my maintenance. Why? Because you don't have to go to a dealer. Even with a new car, they can do regular maintenance. Now, listen, they can do electrical issues. They can do maintenance. They can do repairs. They can do everything, and they keep records for you. They're honest, good people. They'll do drive-by diagnostics where you can drive in real quick. They'll put a meter up free of charge. I think they do almost an hour free of charge if they don't have to take things apart. 303-455-7242. SheridanAutotech.com. 303-455-7242. You know, they would have responsibility if they recklessly built on top of that thing.
That's what I mean. Was there
Somebody told them already.
Access to it that they could go back and look?
If he asks again, we'll tell him.
No matter what, the absolute statute of limitations, you can't just go back.
Okay,
you can't. Our society could not function without a statute of limitations.
I totally agree with you, but then those are only good, and now the legislature can extend them. Anyway.
Well, but they will not. They'll only extend them in very weird. Like mainly, you want to know the truth? They only extend them for lawful.
Hey, by the way, Trump in North Carolina, him telling the families to step up
it's
to
for
the podium
people
and tell
who.
their story.
Oh, wasn't that fantastic?
Tom?
Yes.
It's Bo.
Yes.
I'd like to talk to this Susan off the air because I know a little bit about these lateral lines, and I think that Lake Company could have some culpability. Especially they'd want to know where the water's going.
Bo, for 30 years, I think that
We were.
I think that would be good luck.
pontificating, Ryan and I on Friday.
They could simply,
how long
I
it
mean,
would
after
take
30
when
years,
that
there
one
are so many
insurance company
statutes
was
and
called out,
absolute statutes of
like,
limitation. I mean, otherwise, we're in a society of
Carolina
constant litigation.
I agree, but you might want to call because they might want like to know where their water's been going for the last 10 years. Water's expensive.
Yeah, it's not like it's water they're generating. It's water that's sitting in a lake.
Insurance company was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, by
Okay.
the end of the
Listen,
day.
I don't mind you doing that. I mean, they may want to do something about it.
I'm just curious because I live on the lake and I know about these lines. I don't think they have any liability, but I'm just curious about
No,
it.
you're right. Maybe they'll cap
the
it off at the
deadheads
lake. Maybe they will cap it off at the lake for that.
You're right, Tom. I'd like to see if they just cap it off to prevent future damage for other houses.
Yes. Because if they don't do it, she's going to have to do it.
What about the original house that did
Yes.
the tapping the first
I'm
time?
happy to talk to her off the air.
Basically, back up.
It could be the lake I live on.
I would say that if they had
I live
a
on
pipe
Green.
coming into their basement that was flooding their basement, they had every right to do what they did.
Yeah.
And I think that it would be hell to try to say that was negligent because they had no idea where it was coming from. They had no obligation to find out where it was coming
Right.
from. It was coming into their crawl space flooding.
But no, I'm not disagreeing. It clearly had to be buried in
And
the ground.
tile seems very peculiar. Most lake pipes are galvanized or steel, not clay. That's more like a sewer line.
No, that's irrigation.
I don't even understand why they'd have a lake pipe.
Clay pipe is.
I live on Green
I'll bet
Gables
you,
Lake.
Mark. Here's what I think. I'll bet you it was for agriculture, and the builder back in the 70s just built right over it.
Yep.
That's what I think. They just built right over it.
And they didn't know about it.
Either he didn't know or he didn't give a shit.
It also could have been used as construction water.
By the way, flooding in my crawl space is one of my
what does
favorite
that mean?
euphemisms.
When they were building
What does that mean?
But why would they build over it? Yeah, okay, that's what I mean. But it was built over.
Maybe
something
they
that
just
shouldn't
thought
have
it
been
was an
built over.
abandoned line.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, that's the only hope in the world. But the insurance is saying it's water flowing from somewhere else, and they don't cover water flowing from somewhere else. They just don't. I mean, we can ask Compass Insurance Group, huh?
There you go, Compass.
They're going to want to know where the water's coming from. The insurance
They don't
company.
cover sewer water. They don't cover any of that unless you get the endorsement. So, I mean, let's get Compass Insurance on.
Right.
Okay? Let's get
All right.
Okay.
That would help.
All right.
That's our only hope.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Insurance.
You're our only hope, Obi-Wan.
You know what? It's our only hope.
What?
Insurance.
Have you thought about going to 3 hours?
Shut up. I might go to 1 hour.
Okay. Stop now.
630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This is terrible. We're going to get an insurance Compass Insurance on to see, if they're classifying it right and all of that. Right now, I want to go back to the phones and help people who have been waiting a long time. So Jody in this car part, did you send me some email on that? I don't know if really Jody has a prayer. This contract that you sent me it's not the one. I don't see anything about Jody. Nope. I see a Kia Sportage. I see the other stuff. I don't see anything for Jody. So what did you send me, Kachina? Because I don't have it.
My husband.
Kachina, what did you send me, dear? Did you send me something on her car part? Because I don't have it.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, let me resend it.
Well, why don't you just tell me the heading or the topic and I'll find it, because I'm in my stuff here and I don't see anything. But
It
all I
says
want to know,
Kia.
Mark, did you get
2021
it?
Kia Sportage,
Mark, did you get
part
it?
Order.
Yeah, I got it.
confirmative
Can you
and
tell me
invoice.
about it, Mark? Go ahead.
Confirmation and invoice.
Well, it's just $1,794.99 for a bumper assembly. I'm not sure what else I can tell you about.
What does it say about, like, I don't know, like anything at all?
Thanks for your recent order. We're excited to let you know that we've received the part order for your Kia Sportage. Order details.
Is there a
item
website,
ordered,
Mark?
Total amount. Let me see.
Okay,
I
do
found the
see it.
website, guys.
I do see it, Mark. Yes, thank you. Because I was not looking for Kia. I was looking for...
Did she just never receive it? What's the issue?
Yeah. The company went out of business right after taking payment.
Well, dispute it on your credit card.
Yeah, but there is no website or anything.
It was on my debit card.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how did you put in a PIN number?
Yes. Yes.
Here's what I want to know. Here's something I wanted to find out on the invoice. There's no address. Well, there is an address. Hold on. There is an address. Is there a website for this place? How did you guys find it?
Yes, down at the very bottom.
There's no website. Do you know the difference between... never mind. I'm not going to belittle you. That's an email address. That is not a website. That's a Gmail address,
Tom?
dear. Yes.
The website to this place is 50statesautoparts.com.
Where'd you find it?
Thank you.
I found it online.
Okay.
But she's not... It's 50 states, not states. It's 50statesautoparts.com. I tried to call them several times during the break, and they do not answer their phone.
Okay, so this is
think
the
she's
place
going to get her.
that is out of business. Mine, when I put in 50 parts, when I put in 50 states, autoparts.com, it forwards me to a Nissan dealer. 50 states, autoparts.com. The number 50. Is that what it does? Bo, help me out here, Bo.
Okay, the phone number I have is...
No, Bo, I don't need the phone number. I need
Yes.
the website. Can you give me the URL, please?
I can't find it. I just know it's 50statesautoparts.com.
But that doesn't come up.
I'll look
See, I'm
for it.
typing it, 50statesautoparts.com, and what it does is it forwards me to a Nissan dealer.
It's actually Nissan USA.
Actually, every time I type it in, it
It
forwards
comes
me
up
to
as
something else.
Trustpilot.
What's that?
Yeah, now I typed it in again. I typed in 50statesautoparts.com again, and it comes up as www.trustpilot.com.
Yeah, you know what?
And 24
there's no website.
It's kind of scammy.
Suffice it to say there's no website.
Well, what I don't... just hold on a second, guys. She said you started saying you walked into your bank to pay for this. How did you pay for this?
No. I called my bank. My husband paid with his debit card.
Mark, we went all through this. I don't want to do it again. Let me just explain this, Mark. Mark, it was a debit card transaction, period. They went to the bank to try to reverse it. The bank says we can't. They already took the money. Okay, so I don't want to. I mean, if you have something new, go ahead to me.
Yeah,
It's probably just a complete
I found a
scam.
site called 50 Stars Auto Parts, and they say that.
Why don't we just make up any name? I mean, what difference?
I'm just wondering if our caller may have.
It's
misspoke.
probably a complete scam, and they took her money.
It's definitely a scam.
Okay, this one has a different phone number, I think, but look at whatever it is. You lost your money. I mean, I don't really know what else to tell you, and I hate saying it, but I think you lost your money.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time.
I'm so sorry for you.
I appreciate what you do for everybody.
I'm sorry that we couldn't help you more. I really am. 303-713.
Thank you.
82. No, yes, and you're welcome, although we didn't really do anything for you. Oh, man, this is terrible. We have more coming right up. you just can't help
Impact
people. You
traffic.
really can't.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Up on the northeast end of town
just
through Commerce City at 270 eastbound, approaching
wanna help
Vasquez.
her, but
Reports of an accident. We don't know lane blockage at the moment.
Right.
Of course, we'll keep you updated. Slow traffic back from I-25. Only seen about 2 minutes of delays there. I-25 north and southbound, clear driving through the metro area. Same goes for I-70 east and westbound. Easy driving to and from DIA. South of there, I-225 north and southbound. No complaints through the Aurora area. And back to I-25, it's easy driving down south to the Springs. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
Once upon a time, I was in an exclusive cult run by powerful elites. That cult was Hollywood. I escaped and created Red Pilled America, a storytelling show that tells the stories Tinseltown ignores. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app.
Okay. John Fuller is a personal injury attorney, and he'll talk to you before you hire him. He'll talk to you at the first sign of trouble. There is no charge. There is no obligation. He'll go over your case. He'll value your case. He'll give you tips on collecting or where he would collect. If you decide to move forward with John, it's on a percentage fee basis always, never any money out of pocket. And you get a cell phone number that you can call or text him at any time. John Fuller, Fuller. Here's his number, 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. 888heating.com will do a deep clean for $45. It's a true deep clean and a complete check of your system. By the way, they're not looking to replace, but if you have a system 15 years or older, maybe, the repairs are mounting up and you want high efficiency, not only will it save you 30 to 40% a month, but then repair bills from the old system as well. Check him out. I know and trust him for more than 20 years. 888heating.com, 303-770-2776.
All right.
You can't. They just don't allow you to. You just can't. If you use your debit card as a credit card, which you can do, then it's different. But if you do...
Hey, this RV one we were talking about.
Yeah.
What was the deal? He puts in this email, they're saying they canceled it because of him. What the fuck does that mean?
What do you mean?
Well, haven't you had things canceled because of who you are?
What does it mean? Why did they cancel it because of him?
I have no idea. Did you?
He said it's not roadworthy.
Mark, did you see that in the letter?
No, it's another email he sent.
Well, here's what I think, Mark. I think they were looking for an excuse.
Well, it sounds like literally it's not roadworthy.
What's really funny is he's not pissed at his neighbor.
I don't understand what this guy's saying at all in this email. I just can't fucking understand it.
I see, the payment plan agreement. He hasn't paid that much for it.
Yeah, I looked at all that. Just I don't understand his fucking paragraph.
What paragraph, Mark? Mark?
I don't know if you got it.
I got the email. So which one? The one sorry for all the emails?
The one that starts off, sorry for so many emails.
Yes, my wife and me.
Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck he's saying here.
We're just so upset. Okay. We purchased a warranty for the RV. Oh. And just one of those things. The reason...
But for them to tell me...
Okay, the only reason he took pictures because I was showing...
What was that? Oh, I was just a little cold.
The RV. It turns around that they tell me it's not roadworthy. I'm so sorry, but it's either not roadworthy or they can't have that RV.
The fuck's he talking about?
I have no idea.
I honest to God, I have no understanding of what he's saying here.
I have no idea.
All he said on the air was that they canceled the policy after he submitted for the repair.
But they never
Right?
said why. He didn't show us anything that rejected it. Never. Not anything.
Nothing.
So can you
It
get
says,
him back?
okay, listen to this. If anybody on YouTube can help me with this sentence, the only reason he took pictures is because I was showing him stuff that was wrong. Hey, Sung, that'll work. It turns around and tells him that my RV is not roadworthy. And I heard this through the guy I purchased the insurance through.
Right. Meaning
Apply.
Oh, I have been waiting for a pickup line. Yes.
Dan Caplis, afternoons at 4 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. We're out of time. We're going to come back. We have another hour, and it's going to be busy. We're going to go back to the RV problem. We're going to go back to Susan and the water damage. And we're going to try to get Compass Insurance on or someone who can address that. And then Dwayne with Auto Savvy problem. I'm Tom Martino. Stick around for more on the Troubleshooter Show.
Fabulous.
This is the worst paragraph I've ever seen.
I think what here's what I think he means, Mark.
Text.
I think he means this, that he was showing him what went wrong and what he needed to cover under the warranty. And they told him that it was not roadworthy because of all of that stuff. They were telling the warranty company.
And then that's why they canceled it. If you can't move it because it's in such bad shape, why would they possibly insure it?
Right. Thank you, man. It's just terrible.
Our generator runs during the day to charge everything.
I know, it's so stupid,
And when
Mark.
at night we finally go to bed.
It's so stupid.
Hey, Joe, it's Bo. I thought I had a few minutes during the break. To
Your
give you a call.
rheumatoid arthritis complex regional
I
pain
have not
syndrome,
heard anything.
which is known as a suicide
I went
disease.
back over there, about 3 weeks ago and verified.
What? What the
That,
fuck?
Yeah, read the last sentence.
That they took the Joe.
He's trying to show us that he
It's
has
hard
a
on
special-
both others.
Hey, he's trying to show he has a special
Well, it says-
case.
I quote,
Said, I haven't heard
it's hard on
anything.
both others with Mayhead and systematic Lucas, 5 miles, your rheumatoid arthritis complex regional pain syndrome known as suicide disease,
So they do
neuropathy,
have-
and my hands and feet.
What's that?
Jesus.
Okay.
You got a picture of this guy? Where'd you get a picture of him? Huh.
That's got to be Monday through Friday, so we're on air right now.
This guy's in bad shape.
Okay. Okay.
That sucks. He bought a turd. That's what it comes down to.
I know, he doesn't even care about his neighbor. He's not mad at him.
Why?
Is Stacy blowing you off too? Yeah, I thought about, Joe, I've been around the block, having my own business and doing these liens, and it seems like when people shut down, this guy's an ass. I think writing letters and calling him is not going to help anymore. You're just going to have to try to foreclose on the lien, which I know you don't want to do that because that'll probably cost more.
Do we have the attorney coming on?
I know, and I can't.
Yep.
I've never done that before.
Working on the chick.
What do you think about suing? Well, the good thing, Joe, you did everything right with the recording of the lien. You did it all within the correct time frame. What do you think about suing Jody in small claims court for the remainder? No, I'm actually in the studio right now during the break. Let me call you right after the break. Let me call you right at 2 o'clock when
Right,
I'm out
what?
here. Then I can go into a different room. Yeah, I'm in. There's probably echoes here. I'm actually inside the studio. I thought I'd just give you a quick call. Let me call you, and then we'll talk about the lien and stuff. Okay, I'll call you about 2:15. All right, Joe. Thanks. Oh boy.
I really don't understand. I swear to God, this fucking bank cannot get my address right. They just can't get it right. They email me all the time about mail being returned, and I have put in my right address over and over and over and over, and these assholes cannot get it right.
I know a guy who has a radio show you could call to get help.
Good, I'm going to try that.
Are you sure you're putting in the right address? Could you be putting in one of your old addresses?
Okay. So
He
here's
wears
what I'm gonna
dresses?
do. RV Guard. I want to see the part where it says they can cancel at any time for any reason.
It doesn't say that anywhere. I read through it.
You working on Raina? Sugar booger? You getting Raina? When are you doing Raina?
Okay. Sarah, would you like to go on air with Tom to talk about the issue you're having?
He waived all his rights, by the way.
What do you mean?
It's all arbitration, no court. He can't do anything.
But I mean, arbitration usually works out.
But it doesn't say anything about they can cancel at any time for any reason.
No, I didn't see that anywhere.
If I was him, I'd take that.
Nor do I
goddamn
think
place.
they told him that.
I'd take that goddamn place to court. Oh, he can't.
There's no way they told him that, Tom. There is no way they said, hey, we can cancel any time for any reason.
I know. I think the guy... Can we use that word anymore? No, we can't. Okay. We can't use retarded anymore. It's not correct.
That is correct, sir.
Go ahead and put it through and it'll be fun. Can you grab Raina?
Yeah, let's get him back on.
For meeting at 1.
She needs
What?
to poo? She's getting out of a meeting at 1 o'clock and Kelly's giving her time to poo.
I don't even know what to say about this one.
The woman says that cows are being abducted. And the Bible told her and put her over to Tom because it'll be fun.
Even
Get what up?
Stand by.
Oh, please. That's a gift.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Welcome. Hey, Paul the Waterman's with us, and I do have to go to some texts because I think people are getting I'm getting a lot. So on the PFAs, they're chemicals. They're in everything, basically. You can remove them from your home with a system and soften the water and get all the benefits for $34.95 if you call. Mention Martino. Then for $1,100, you can do reverse osmosis for drinking water. This is wonderful. But what about the general population? What about? I mean, Paul, it scares the hell out of me.
So right now, the EPA's mandated that local water municipalities have to restrict PFAS in the water supply. The process.
Yeah, but how do they do it?
Well, that's the whole problem is that, you got an 8-inch water main coming with all that water pressure. So, imagine the size of the filtration system you would have to have. I mean, it's humongous. It would be huge.
There is no way to meet the federal mandates. So what happens?
That it's up to the individual. I think if you're going to give people tax breaks to buy e-bikes, why not give them tax breaks to filter the water?
Especially if the local municipalities can't meet the standards.
I totally agree. This is something that we really have to address and bring to the forefront because it's serious.
Okay, next question. Mark lives on well water. I used to live on well water. Big, beautiful well. Does he have PFAS in that water?
Yes, I think.
Do you think so?
Absolutely.
Can you test for them?
You can't test for them. You have to take them to the lab. You can't take to the state lab because they got caught fudging water tests. Do you believe it or not? So both the state Colorado State Lab.
Wow.
So you'd have to find it independent to do PFAS testing. But I believe with the research, Tom, that I've done, everybody has concern for PFAS in the water. It's a global issue, really, truly.
I wonder, though, if we sent a sample of Mark's water. Well, now he's got your system. So, Mark, could you imagine if the runoff and the rain affected people out in the country on wells?
Well, it does. Think about it.
We're on the lower Dawson.
Water evaporates into the sky. I get it. The water cycle doesn't clean up everything.
So municipalities get their water from well water too. They get it from either their plat or groundwater wells that feed their holding tanks. It's the same thing. Upper Dawson, Lower Dawson. It's a water. What do you think? How do you think those waterways get resupplied?
Hey, we had another topic looming. Is Brian Burns unavailable for the whole show today?
Basically up until about 1:45.
Ooh, that might be late. Mark might have to handle this. Okay, so let's talk about water damage. Susan, the pipe burst. You got 60,000. We're going to try to get an insurance company on to see if you're being treated fairly. You can also call a public adjuster to take a look at it. My feeling is that they are classifying it correctly, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong several times when I tried to think like a company and it ended up being wrong and the consumer got help. Here's the bottom line, okay? There's a lot of statutes of limitations expired, absolute statutes. That means someone did something intentionally. There's absolute statutes. They don't allow the country to be mired in lawsuits for our entire lives. So here's the big question, I think. The only protection is going to be insurance. Would your insurance cover it? Or the neighbor's insurance? I never even thought of that. Because even though you have a contract with yours, and you may have an exclusion for groundwater or wastewater or other water from other places flowing into or onto your property, that neighbor has liability. So maybe they can put in a claim because you can show some causation, possibly. Would their plumber say, did their plumber hint that by him capping that neighbor, it caused you to back your pipe to leak?
I believe so, but I also know that the insurance company had a independent engineer come out and look at it, and I believe that was his assertion. I'll also tell you that the people that own the...
Wait. Your insurance company had an independent engineer come out, right?
Yes.
What were the findings of the engineer? What were the findings?
Again, what I remember, it was inconclusive of the source of the water. I'd like to tell you this one piece of it.
Go ahead.
The lake, the people that own the lake, they were made aware of the break in the house nearby us. They were told that the water that came into our neighbor's house was coming from their lake. They had idea of that 3 weeks before ours broke. So if our insurance doesn't pay, I wonder if the people who own the lake and have...
I mean, you might be able to make a case for negligence because you're saying they knew about a condition and did not act on it. What exactly did they know and who told them?
They came out, the managers of the property came out to the house that had the initial break, and they were told where the pipe went underground towards their lake. They were told that there were crawdads in the lake, that it smelled like lake water. They were shown where the pipe went from their house.
An engineer examined your neighbor's property and told the lake owner, you have water leaking out of your lake into their home.
No, they did not tell the homeowner that. They didn't come out and show that. The engineer didn't. The engineer spoke to them, got that information, and then showed where the pipe went towards the lake.
Okay, I'm going to have to say that. Hold on, Susan. I know you think you're being clear, but not to me. Okay, it's my fault. My fault. Okay.
No, that's all right.
You said that the lake owner was made aware that their lake was overflowing into your neighbor's home 3 weeks before your pipe broke. Here's what I need to know, nothing else. Who made the lake owner aware?
The owner of the house where the initial overflow occurred.
Your neighbor?
Yes.
Your neighbor told the lake owner, I had an engineer to my home, and they identified the source of the water as coming from the lake.
No. The engineer did not come to that house and make that
Do you see why I'm confused? Wait. We don't need another voice yet. I need to know who made the lake owner aware the lake was overflowing.
Our neighbor.
How did the neighbor know the source of the water?
They made the assumption because there was crawdads in the water in their home.
The neighbors made the assumption or the engineer made the assumption?
No, not at the 3 weeks before it broke. The engineer came to our house after the break.
Okay, hold on. Then no engineer. So hold on. Just wait, please. So 3 weeks before your break, no engineer, no professional, no expert made the lake owner aware that they had a problem. Had a hunch. The neighbor had a hunch.
And some proof that the pipe was coming from the direction of the lake.
Okay, but there was nothing conclusive. It was a hunch from the neighbor. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the question will be, was that enough notice that they should have acted on? Were they negligent not to? Now, an engineer's notification would have been way more credible than a neighbor with a hunch. So I don't know the answer. Mark, do you have an idea? Do you think?
What's a person who owns a lake supposed to do? I'm just curious.
Well, I don't know either. But you mean if a person in the neighborhood comes up and says, "Mr. Lake owner, I have a hunch that your lake is overflowing into my house through this pipe because I smell crawdads." I don't know what they're supposed to do.
Well, even if there was at one point irrigation pipe or something from the lake and no one knows where it is and it was put in 50, 100 years ago, I mean, I have no idea what the lake owner would possibly do.
Or if he's responsible. I have another question for Susan without a lot of story, but mainly if you have some answers. If not, I understand. Do you know if that overflow pipe was there before the current lake owner bought that property?
I do not know.
How long did that lake owner own that property?
They owned it in the 60s.
From the 60s?
Yes.
Okay, and they still own it?
Yes.
Okay, and we have no idea. You see, that's another thing you'd have to establish. If that lake owner says, "I bought this lake," is there a house on the lake? Or, I mean, is it just a lake?
No, it's an active property.
Like, what do you mean inactive? Like a residence?
No, a business.
What kind of business?
I'd rather not say right now.
Well, then we're going to have to end our conversation. It was nice. Yeah. I hope you can work it out, but we need information to continue. And our experts would need information. But I understand you can pursue this with an attorney or something. And I wish you the best. I really do. I really do. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. You see, I understand people don't want to talk about stuff, but it's a matter of public record. And we're not going to pull teeth. We're not going to circle around and try to play by your rules, okay? We need complete information if you want to avail yourself of our experts. Raina Bias is on, and I can she hold through the break, or is she in a hurry? 'Cause I really want to give her more time, and I'd rather hold. Let me know, Kachina, please. What's that? 303.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear. What? I'm sorry. Tell me.
Go to break.
Okay, thank you. So, Raina, thank you so much. I'm going to come back to you because this is really important. We get your spin on this. We have more coming right up.
Yep, she's good.
So much to celebrate, but the fight has just begun. The fight to fix our nation, the fight for life. They go hand in hand, especially when we see how abortion took center stage in this historic election. That's why we can't stop talking about the Ministry of Preborn. Preborn has rescued over 300,000 babies. How? By loving mothers with an unplanned pregnancy and introducing them to their baby on an ultrasound. Once she sees her baby and hears the heartbeat, her baby's chance at life doubles. Preborn and their network of clinics are on standby for babies and mothers. Meet Diana.
I'm at the doctor and they do a bedside sonogram. As I'm looking at the sonogram, the baby waits. And I looked, and that man said, I said, did that thing just wave at me? 12 years ago, I prayed for this little boy.
Your tax-deductible donation of $28 sponsors one ultrasound. How many babies can you save? Dial pound 250, say the keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Beck. Preborn.com/Beck. Sponsored by Preborn.
You know, if you want to be a landlord, but you don't want the hassles, first of all, don't buy in Colorado or California. I'm not kidding. Vestera Turnkey has made it their purpose to get people involved in real estate as landlords without the conventional hassles and risks by picking markets where the regulations are favorable, where appreciation is favorable, where rents are favorable, where you can buy and sell for a profit and make money along the way. They hook you up with a property. It's not a pooled investment. Find out more, mybiggestreturn.com. mybiggestreturn.com. Red Rocks Roof and Solar can help you. If you're a business, you can actually install a solar system, have it paid for by grants if you qualify for those grants, and then make positive cash flow on the energy you sell back to the grid, in addition to supplying all of your own electricity. It's a real deal. And of course, Red Rocks can help with residential systems as well. RedRocksRS.com, 303-704-2449.
I'm calling
Very nice.
Martino Troubleshooter Show. Hi. And you were calling regarding an issue.
Hey, Kelly. Tell her, let's get that lady back up. I've got some questions on that water pipe.
What the heck am I on? Oh, Troubleshooter Show. Did you want to talk to Tom and the gang?
Okay.
Don't run off. Hang on. I'll get you over to Kelly. Who did you want back for what? Oh, well, just tell her later.
I think we should get that. Tom wasn't listening to what she was saying on that water pipe thing.
Tom's been kind of
Do you need me to explain
today.
anything?
No. I need her to re-explain it to you so you understand what she's trying to say.
Why do you want to do that to Tom?
Well, wait a minute. You want me to do it again on the air?
Yeah, I think you were missing what she was trying to lay down, man.
What do you think I was
we know
missing?
that. Mark, move on.
No, seriously, Mark. Go ahead.
You weren't paying attention. You weren't listening to the story.
Mark, are
He's
you
trying
new
to
the
bust my
show?
balls. I get it.
No. I mean, you just weren't.
Yeah.
First of all, you weren't giving her enough time.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
It's okay. We went ahead and hooked her up with the guy with the RV and the woman with the auto parts, and all three of them are going to get together and solve each other's problems since we can't. How about that?
I mean, Raina, first of all,
Although
Jerry wasn't straight with us on this.
And unfortunately, the woman who says the Bible is telling her that cows are being abducted did hang up.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, my God. How did we lose that?
By doing the show, and then she listened and hung up.
Well, first of all, I agree with her about cows.
Probably not biblically, though. You're a non-believer. You're a heathen.
Is this Ernie again? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. We're going to handle this off the air.
You got something you can handle.
If it's Ernie about rock, I mean, really, what can we say?
Nothing.
That's right.
He's going to end up with a lien on his house.
Mark, so he did get paid.
Lean on me.
Did he not pay?
No,
Rock?
he didn't get anything.
Wait, he didn't get anything from
Rock.
what?
Rock hasn't got a nickel.
Is this the case I'm working on?
Yes.
I've been dealing with it. Ernie's really not. He can't see. He's not dealing with a full deck. His daughter's the one that we need to be talking to. She has all
Trump's
the facts.
about to sign some orders on transgenders.
Hey, Bo, did you
in the
talk to
military.
the daughter?
Yes. I did. She's withholding the check because she claims that the
KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino. Raina Bias is an attorney at law. TheBiasFirm.com, B-A-Y-A-S. We use her as an expert because she knows a lot about car laws and warranties and Magnuson Moss and blah, blah, blah. This is not so complicated. I'm going to sum it up, Raina. It can get complicated, but I'm going to make it real simple. Ernie did a private transaction. He bought an RV from a neighbor. Well, is his name? It's not Ernie. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Jerry. So Jerry bought an RV from a neighbor. And it's a 2004 Gulfstream RV for $40,000. And it's that simple. Private sale. He found a warranty. He paid $4,000. Well, he didn't pay $4,000. It was $4,000 paid by monthly payments. He made a few monthly payments. The underwriter is called DOWC. It doesn't matter. There was the people who sold him the warranty and then the one who underwrote it. He was having electrical issues. The refrigerator shorted and caused multiple problems to the tune of thousands of dollars in repair. The warranty company was contacted by, I guess, a mechanic. The underwriter responded by canceling the warranty and said that it's not in effect. Now, Jerry, we can't have a lot of narration. I want to ask you, what was the reason they gave you, either verbally or in writing, as to why they canceled the policy?
They gave me two reasons. One, they said they canceled it per my request. Two was because they said they could do it because they could.
Okay. Now, I have a copy. I have a copy of the warranty, and basically it's a standard extended warranty standard. Nothing in it says they can cancel it because they want to, blah, blah, blah. It's just like all the rest of them. There might be some exclusions, and then I'm not reading. But in general, though, what I don't understand is how they just cancel them. What is your first blush on this, Raina?
My first blush is that they can't cancel it. So it sounds like he was making his payments and he was doing it on time. Is that right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So at the time that you signed the contract, the idea was that you would get this coverage even though all the payments hadn't been made, right? It wasn't that you had to pay $4,000 to actually. Right.
That's
so
right.
They can't cancel. Right. Exactly.
Well,
so it's almost like almost like kind of a loan, but regardless, it was in effect the first time he made the payment. And as long as he was current on his payment, they're not allowed to cancel it.
Well, hold on a second.
Mark,
let me ask you this. Just hold on real quick. If this company shows up because he puts a claim in and they come out to look at this for the claim, and when they get out there, it's not roadworthy, it's falling apart, it's rusted, it's on fire for that matter, whatever it happens to be, I mean, how does that work then?
And okay, hold on. Hold on. Please let me clarify something. We understand that the warranty under normal circumstances would have been in effect. However, that does not mean they can't turn down a claim based on exclusions. Now, maybe that's why it was turned down. Okay, not that it wasn't in effect. I don't think they're arguing that it wasn't in effect. I think what they're arguing, and what Mark is getting at, is that they're arguing that when at the time he bought this, it was a piece of crap. Go ahead.
Okay. So usually there's some sort of exclusion in the contract itself that says if this was a pre-existing condition, that they are not going to cover it. Now, you can argue that they should have come out and looked at it and that they were the ones who extended the contract. So they took it as the vehicle being what it is. But if there is that exclusion, then it is something to contend with, right? If there is a pre-existing condition and that's what they're blaming it on, they can say that they're not going to cover. It all comes down to whatever they are excluding. So you have to just look at that language very carefully.
So I want to ask you something. Mark, you got... let me ask the owner, because he's the only one that really knows. What did they mean it was not roadworthy when they came out and looked at your RV? Well, I'm going to ask you, not them. I'm going to ask you, before you had these problems, was this an RV that was on the road being used regularly, Jerry?
Yeah. Yes, we live in it full time. We've been to Texas and New Mexico in it. It's just that one evening, everything went south on it.
So it was roadworthy. It was registered. It was, and your neighbor before you bought it was also using it.
Correct. He lived in it full time.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it possible on some of these, if you're living in it, that's a whole different kind of insurance? In other words, the warranty is for something, you go on vacation with, not something you live in.
Right. When I asked the gentleman who sold it to me, he said it's fully covered no matter if I'm on the road or if I'm sitting in a RV park.
Well, that has nothing to do if you're living with it, though. I mean, Tom, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Well,
many times, hold on, many times
it.
a warranty is meant to be a warranty for a regular RV. If you live in it, they figure you're using it too much and there's an exclusion for people who live. They have to buy a more robust warranty. I don't know what you're said about that, actually, Mark. I didn't see it in the contract, but he's right. There are RV warranties that won't warranty you if you live in it.
Well, they said they did cover everything, whether I lived in it or not, because my wife works and we travel to different areas for her work.
They said,
So,
what do you mean they
you know,
said? What does that mean, they said?
When I purchased the insurance, I told the gentleman, I said,
No,
we
it doesn't
live
matter.
in it,
No,
we
telling
make sure
him.
everything was-
Hold on. I don't want to go there, Jerry. I understand. Nothing anyone says
But he told me that it was okay.
Okay, Jerry.
And that's one reason we purchased it, because
Jerry,
it was good.
Jerry, please listen to me for the future at least. Unless you can absolutely positively prove each and every word that would lead to fraud in the inducement, it is a waste of time to talk about what you talked about. Okay? It really, really is.
I understand that.
Okay, then let's not talk about it. Let's talk about what the warranty says. And what we will
Well,
do.
I can tell you right now, the warranty that he has, RV Guard, their limited warranty does not cover RVs that are used full-time as primary residence.
Now, where do you see that, Mark?
I see it on their website.
But did you see it in the contract? I'm just curious. I'm not disagreeing.
Well, I didn't know. The contract, first of all, the one I have, I can't even read the middle of it. And then for some reason, it looks like he blacked some stuff out.
I don't see anything
That's the way I received the email.
But listen, here's the bottom line. I've never looked at one unless if you buy full-time insurance and, you're talking like homeowners. It's $5-6 grand, whatever it is a year. I have never seen an RV, a recreational vehicle, extended warranty that covers stuff you live in. I've never seen one.
Well, that's through my primary insurance. My primary takes care of it as a home. My warranty takes care of anything from the ball.
You're totally missing what I'm saying. When you buy a warranty like you did through RV Guard, if you live in it, it voids the warranty.
See, it could be that is an exclusion. Here's what I would do. Here's truly what I would do, because there's a lot of money at stake. What I would do is you said you could not find an attorney, not one, who would read the contract and give you an opinion, right? And I said, what do you mean you can't find an attorney that would take an hourly rate and read a contract? And you said, I can't find one. So, Jerry, I'm going to ask Raina, if he wanted to hire you simply to interpret the contract and the denial. I mean, would you do that on an hourly basis?
Yeah, we offer hourly consultations. So if it's 1 hour, $500, I spend a half an hour looking at the contract, and then I talk to you about your case and how good it is. Yeah, we do that on a regular basis.
And Jerry, there we go. Let's start there, because no matter what the website says, no matter what you say he said, no matter what I say, what's going to matter is the contract. Okay? And if we
Can I add one more thing, Tom?
Yes,
You know what I really need? If Jerry is going to call me or anybody is going to call me, I really need the denial, right? We got to show what are they actually saying is the reason that they're canceling the contract. That piece of paper is going to go a long way.
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have a denial.
Oh, he doesn't have one. Okay.
So, Jerry, how do you know it was canceled?
Because they sent me an email.
Okay, so you do have a denial.
Which you should have a copy of it.
Well,
yes,
I don't.
You should have a copy of it.
I don't. There's an actual email.
Well, wait a minute. Does the email say that you canceled the warranty?
Well, Well, I'm reading the email now. It says a refund of $321.75 is being made to your account per the contract being canceled by you.
Well,
and I didn't cancel the contract.
They never denied anything. They're saying he canceled it.
And what do they?
Then they told me
they say that you canceled the contract.
That was the first one, yes.
And you didn't send that. You didn't send that to us, but you have to send it to Raina.
Okay. I thought I had it
now
sent to
you
you.
said,
Sorry
hold
about
on.
that.
You said that was the first one. What was the second one?
Correct.
What was the second one?
That they canceled it due to the fact that they could at any time.
That was it. That they said that in writing.
Yes, I'm looking for it.
So they sent you an email that says, Jerry, we canceled
way.
your warranty because we can cancel at any time for any reason.
Correct.
Okay. I want you to send both of those emails along with the contract to Raina. We're going to put you in touch with her because truly we've gone as far as we can. I'm Tom Martino. By the way, thebiasfirm.com. Let me give you the number. 720-552-6062.
Very nice.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update.
Clear Denver Metro for the early afternoon commute. I-25 north and southbound, showing highway speeds through town as well as up north, the Fort Collins area, and down south to Colorado Springs as well. Back to town, I-70 east and westbound, easy driving to and from DIA. South of there, I-225 north and southbound. No complaints through Aurora and the Tech Center. Off Highway Alameda, we've got a crash reported at South Staple Boulevard. However, traffic not really affected. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
If you voted for Donald Trump, then you've got to start your day with the 47 Morning Update with me, Ben Ferguson. All the headlines from Trump's Oval Office. It's quick, it's bold, and it's unfiltered. So download the 47 Morning Update now wherever you get your podcasts.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. You've heard me talk about them, family owned and operated. Really good people. And what they do is take a look at all of the elements you have in your retirement plan, and they make suggestions and help you shore up your nest egg, grow your nest egg, maybe convert to income, and also take care of estate planning and everything else you need. They have referrals for all of that, people we know and trust. If you want to find out specifically what they do, they'll talk to you before you ever engage them. rpcenter.com. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, 970-663-3211, 970-663-3211, rpcenter.com. John Fuller is an attorney we talk to all the time about accidents and traffic and injuries and liability, and he can talk to you. What's great about it is he talks to you free of charge before you even hire him. No attorney does that really, not before you hire him. And there's no obligation either. So if you call John and you say, John, I've just been hit. What should I do? Or my wife's in the hospital, or I'm in the hospital, whatever. He'll talk to you. He'll give you suggestions, next steps, etc. No obligation. If you do hire him, it's on a percentage fee basis. Still no out-of-pocket money. You even get his cell phone number you can call or text at any time. John Fuller, F-U-L-L-E-R, Fuller, Law, and it's 303-597-4500, 597-4500. The website, www.callfuller.com.
Done.
Yay.
Thing's been a mess today, Tom. What are you doing there?
Holy crap. He keeps sending shit.
Who, the RV guy?
Yes. We're done with you. I don't understand.
I have your plan, and I'm curious. Do you guys do you cover it if I live in it full time? Do you cover RVs that you live in full time?
I would have to go ahead and check the contract. Every contract's a little bit different. Would you happen to have your contract number?
Yeah, hold on. I think I do, actually. The agreement number.
Well, do you have a place for that thing? Do you have a place for that couch?
No, it's a beautiful couch. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I really don't.
I think Bo was interested. Oh, did you send him the picture? Good. It's nice. God, it's. I think there's a little spot. I mean, that could be taken out in a minute, but like with some purified water and stuff. But it would just recently. It's nothing permanent. I just never fixed it.
Paul, do you ever run a filtered line into a baptismal?
All the time.
What's
Thank
that?
you.
Sir?
I bet.
Well, I'm not listening. Somebody talk to you?
Yeah, asked me if we ran a filter line into a baptismal.
All right, I understand everything now.
What does that mean, Mark? On what? On which? What do you?
What's that?
What did you say you understood, Mark?
I just talked to him. I understand the whole thing.
All right, good. I'll let you interpret it. Thank you.
Well, I don't know how much time we're going to have.
A little.
I'm going to tell you, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, do you remember what he said the problem was to begin with? What happened?
The refrigerator shortage.
Or the
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 40 in exclusions: breakdowns or damage caused by a power surge.
Oh, man.
Oh. Does he know that?
He had coverage. Well, he had coverage, and the reason it wasn't covered is exclusion number 40, breakdowns or damage caused by a power surge. I'm looking at it. And that's what happened. He had a power surge.
Well, no wonder Luigi Mangione, huh?
An iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-255. Dwayne, I'm so sorry for the wait, man. What's going on, Dwayne?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Good. I'm sorry for the wait,
we're
Dwayne.
With a company. Oh, it's all good.
What's going on?
I've just been working away while I waited, so we're good. Well, I bought an MKC Lincoln from Auto Savvy a few years ago.
Oh, that's the one you sent. Did you send all those pictures?
I did.
Oh, my God. Now, let me ask you something. When did you buy it?
I think it was April of 2023.
Okay. Now,
looking here.
When did you tell your story? You bought this Lincoln. How many miles were on it?
Like 19,000.
Okay. So what's going on?
So we bought it, and well, right away I drove it down the road, and the front end rattled like the A-frame was going to fall off.
What do you mean
So I
right
took it
away?
back.
What do you mean right away on the test drive?
No, I mean after I bought it.
Did you have it
On the
checked out
test drive,
before
I
you
didn't hear nothing.
Did you have it checked out before you bought it?
No.
Okay. So then what happened after you felt this rattling?
I took it back. The guy rode with me and said, "Yep, you're right." So I put on a strut. It did not fix it.
How
So I called
long
them and told them I
how
took it
long
back.
after you bought it did you notice this rattling?
About a week.
Okay. So, and then the guy put on a strut and it didn't work. Then what?
So I called them and told them, and I took it back. They were going to take it to a body shop.
Now,
I
let me
waited
ask you
for
something.
2 or 3
Did you
hours, and they said, well,
so apparently it was under some kind of warranty?
Oh, it had just a short warranty.
Of how long? Go ahead.
Yeah, I did a little research on Auto Savvy, and a couple of very interesting things came up. So first of all, their vehicles do come with a 4-month, 4,500-mile warranty. But what's even more significant about Auto Savvy is they specialize in what they euphemistically call branded title vehicles.
Oh,
which
so
means they're all salvaged vehicles.
And they openly state that.
Yeah, the term branded title vehicles appears many, many times throughout their website.
Oh, okay.
So that's important background to this call.
Okay, now, so it's they don't pretend it not to be. They say it's a branded title.
Yeah, and they advertise it like a really big positive for the consumer.
It's a big positive because if you want to keep a car and you're not thinking you're going to get a lot of money on trade or selling, a branded title or a rebuilt from salvage is not always crap. It can be crap. It's not always crap. Sometimes it's a way to own a really nice car way cheaper. But I don't want to go there right now. What I want to know is this. You had a problem. They tried to react to it. That was in 2023. What's going on now?
Well, actually,
did they
that
ever fix
went
that
on,
rattling in the front, by the way? Did they ever fix it?
No, I believe I took it back to them 8 times, and they finally just said that we can't fix it, and it's your problem now.
Yeah, which, of course, it is because you bought it as is.
Well, judging by these pictures, I mean, it looks like the frame is broke and all kinds of problems.
But it is they're terrible pictures. Here's the problem, though. Dwayne had every right to have that inspected and to find those problems before he bought it. I mean, this is a terrible situation. But Dwayne walked into it. I mean, I don't see, what did they do? What did they do? Did they lie to him? Did they cheat him? Here's what I want to know. If it was under warranty and they couldn't fix it under warranty, why didn't you fight it then?
Break.
We got to take a break. I'll come right back. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255.
Sorry, thank you.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
We're not going to get to the
Metro for the early
guy.
afternoon
Set 'em
commute.
up for
I-25
tomorrow.
north and southbound, showing highway speeds
All right.
up north, the Fort Collins area, and down south to Colorado Springs as well. Back to town, I-70 east and westbound, easy driving to and from DIA. South of there, I-225 north and southbound. No complaints through Aurora and the Tech Center. Off highway Alameda, we've got a crash reported at South Sable Boulevard. However, traffic not really affected. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of the woman behind Wyatt Earp, Josephine Earp. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
DiscountBath.com. Please visit that website if you're looking at remodeling, expanding, or installing a bath or a shower conversion. DiscountBath.com. Let me tell you why. Chris and his team do an excellent job, and they really do save you money. They really do. Now, they have streamlined the process and have great products, so you're not shortchanging yourself. They're just making less profit and doing a great job at a lower price. Check them out. They'll give you a price without coming to your house. All you have to do is go to discountbath.com, fill out the information and upload a video. You can narrate, like, hey, you see, I want to move this sink, or I want to expand this tub, or I want to do a bathroom here where in the basement where it's roughed in, or I go to your master bath, whatever you want to have done. And then what they'll do is give you a price after you upload that video. DiscountBath.com.
You're so sweet.
Aren't I?
No, not you, Tom.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This thing's almost over. Did you notice that I was with you all day? Well, you knew about
And not
Dragon having
only
a
did I
grandkid.
notice, I was elated and thrilled.
Sure.
All right, do you mind if I cut?
Get out.
Now?
Is she leaving?
So I can maybe
Where is she
get
going?
in
Yep.
Where is she going?
Eye therapy.
Where?
Eye therapy.
Oh, you have eye
God, you're
therapy?
Yes.
I thought your husband was the one with the...
EYE. I thought you were talking like an Asian. Eye therapy. What?
No,
Yeah, you
I
fucking
usually
need
have
therapy.
it every Friday, but I had to cancel last Friday because Numbnuts was on his own course.
We're going to come back with a couple minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
But-
just a couple.
But we did pluck the other guy, so you just have this one dude.
Yep. We set him up for tomorrow morning, so you're good. All right. You good? You can drop him?
It's all good from Diego to the hood.
Thank you.
She needs to go somewhere, and somebody's going to go, how many fingers am I holding up? And that's it. I think I'm going to run off to a Mexican buffet in Aurora, a place called Guadalajara, Colfax and Peoria-ish.
So I thought that
Open after
Kelly's
the-
husband was the one with the eye issues.
They both do.
They probably
Wow.
both have a book full. They have between the two of them, they have more issues than Field and Stream.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm heading off to a Mexican buffet after I'm done here because I think after the raids there could be more seats available. More for me.
I start my spit diet today.
Well, I hope Stephanie's ready.
Yummy.
Yeah. So here's the way it works. I eat something, and if it tastes good, I spit it out.
There is just mathematically, there's no way you can get weirder.
Just about.
Well, until we meet again, my friend.
All right, 5 away, more you.
We have to go back to the drawing board. Monday at 2 on 630 KHAL.
Hey, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. Okay, so, Dwayne, listen, man. Why didn't you, when they didn't honor the warranty, why couldn't you, do something then, real quick?
Well, I did go and see them several times. They kept assuring me they'd fix it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I took it back multiple times.
No, I know 8 times, but then the warranty expired.
True. I just didn't know if there was any recourse I had. The pictures I sent you.
You might want to
we would
see
have never
Raina
known
by
about
us
that,
and get a
but,
consultation. I personally think it's going to be very difficult because you bought it as is. They clearly disclose it's salvage. You could have had it checked out and all of that. And now, I'm not chastising you. I'm saying it could be you have recourse, but it's going to be pretty difficult, man. I mean, it's going to be very difficult. But I would go to Raina and ask her.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I mean, the thing is a piece of crap, brother.
It is.
Well, what do they say about all your pictures?
They didn't reply.
Hey, does anybody want to? Hey, I want to know something. Does anyone want to take a stab at trying to negotiate something with these guys? I mean, this guy doesn't have a prayer, in my opinion. But what do you think? Anybody want to take a prayer? I think we ought to let him talk to Rhea first. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255. Don't forget, people, you can text me at any time at 747-999-5280, 747-999-5280. Don't forget referralist.com for help, information, and referrals. Save all your problems for all of us.
Hey, brother, I don't suppose you still have her number.
Whose? No, I don't have it right handy.
Okay.